Dive there by the shortstop trying to get to it, Gabe Campos, but had enough on it that it is a single.
Follow along all season long on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP, and follow along with the Bulldogs and catch up on past games by clicking the Bulldogs tab at ksvptv.com.
A wild pitch. These guys won the right
AM
field.
990 and
That's back to the
93.7
wall,
FM
and that
KSVP,
is...
and online worldwide at ksvptv.com. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com.
Lots of time before
Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Central Valley Electric, KSVPTV.com, E&MU Roster, New Mexico, Navajo Refining, and HF Sinclair, Kane Electric Supply, Guy Chevy, Castle Reynolds, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, E&MU Portales, Ross Mortgage, Artesia Animal Clinic, Pop's Diner, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Ward, Saudi Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia General Hospital, TMJ, Edge Safety, Western Bank, and New Hope Baptist Church. Now, let's play ball.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
H&R Block has many options to make filing your taxes easy. Our tax pros can help you get your max refund with or without the office visit. Drop in, drop off, or a tax pro can even do your taxes virtually. Send some pics from your phone without leaving home. Just another way Block has your back.
All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund.
Taxes may be more complex than you think. Visit your local H&R Block located on the corner of 5th and Texas in downtown Artesia.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Welcome back on our pregame show as we get ready for today's game between the Artesia Bulldogs and the Cleveland Storm from the Sal Puentes Rio Rancho tournament. Coach J.G. Ortiz with us. And first of all, Coach, another exciting outing for the Bulldogs at the tournament last weekend. Bulldogs won 2 of the games and took home the consolation championship. And all in all, I'm sure it was a pretty successful tournament for the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we opened up with Los Alamos, and we knew they had a good arm, and we wanted to see him, and so he got the best of us in that game, but it was really good for us to see him early and expecting to see him down the road, and then played a Moriarty team that's young and trying to develop some guys, and so we took advantage of them 14-2, and then Clovis kind of the same deal with them. They're young, and we had a really great outing from Josh Madrid on the mound, and ended that 12-0 in 5 innings. And so took advantage of some of their mistakes and had good performances on the mound. Really, all 3 days with Cody Watson pitching the first game, only had 3 earned runs on the game, and that was a home run early, and then after that really shut him down. And then Ethan Ramirez on Friday just pitched really well, and so our pitching's doing a great job, and I like the way I like the direction that we're headed.
Yeah, you talk about Cody Watson. I mean, he had basically one mistake. He gives up a pitch that gets hit up into the jet stream. I think the wind was blowing 50 miles an hour that night, and the ball probably landed out at the helipad at the hospital. So you're right. After the first 3 tournaments, the 3 series that you're in, how would you kind of assess your team right now? You mentioned the pitching is looking real good. Things are kind of developing along the lines that you expected?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're putting different guys in different situations and trying to get as many guys playing time as we can just to get them experience, and same thing on the mound, getting guys up there and trying not to overuse them, but also get up some work. And so, no, I like the way we're going. This is all setting us up for district play and the state tournament. So,
some good teams in this Rio Rancho tournament. What do you hope to accomplish by participating in this tournament? I know you're going to see Cleveland again, but there's some other good quality teams in this tournament.
Yeah, we use this tournament to get us prepared for the state tournament. We kind of set us up the same routine that we would have if we were in the state tournament, and so this just gets us prepared for that. We get to see some good teams, and win or lose, we'll play a good Carlsbad or Academy team, and both of those teams have a chance to win their district, and then on the other side of the bracket, Valley, Rio Rancho, Bloomfield, and Goddard's on that side, and so just a really solid tournament. But the main thing for us is the routine of getting up, staying in a motel room, getting up, going and hitting. That's what we focus on here is getting us prepared for that.
That's great.
So it's always good.
Sure, and plus, umpires might call strike zones just a little bit different, so it kind of helps to be exposed to all the different things you're going to encounter when you get back up into the Albuquerque area for the tournament.
Yes, sir, for sure.
So
yeah, it's just a great experience for our guys, and so looking forward to playing Cleveland again. We're going to have a little different team on the field than we faced them the first time, and so they always play us tough, and we always play them tough, and so it'll be good.
Very good. Coach J.J. Ortiz, Bulldogs participating in the Sal Puentes Rio Rancho tournament this week. Thanks for your time, and good luck in the tournament this week.
All right, thank you.
That's boys baseball coach J.J. Ortiz. Stay tuned. When we come back, Joby Hodling will join us from Rio Rancho and the first pitch of today's game.
They're back. The Yucca Blossom Trade Show is back and even bigger and better for spring. Saturday and Sunday, April 2nd and 3rd. It's the Yucca Blossom Spring Into Action Trade Show at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia. Even bigger than ever with over 100 vendors across 3 buildings at the fairground. And there's lots of activities for the entire family, including the Runyon Ranch Petting Zoo, MJWZ Barrel Cars, a cornhole tournament, face painting, kids get your picture taken with the Easter Bunny, and so much more. Plus, the food. Some of the best and most popular food trucks will be on hand so you can spend the entire day. Enter to win the raffle with a drawing live on 92.9 The Brand Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m., 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 2nd, and 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, April 3rd at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia. The Yucca Blossom Spring Into Action Trade Show. Don't miss it. Find Yucca Blossom Trade Days on Facebook to see some of the amazing one-of-a-kind items available to you during the Yucca Blossom Spring Into Action Trade Show, April 2nd and 3rd. This invitation paid for by Holly Frontier, Navajo Refining Company, a proud member of our community.
Good morning, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. We're out there on all of our internet sites, audio only, and we're starting here against the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. Bulldogs, I'll give you what happened yesterday in case you missed it. On the mound is Davian Molina, and here's the first pitch of the day, high for ball one. The batter at the plate for the Chargers is number 1, Ethan Krebs. He is their starting center fielder. Beautiful day here in Rio Rancho at the Sal Puentes tournament. Swung on, popped up, and out of play off to the right for strike one. Bulldogs fell yesterday to the Cleveland Storm. Academy fell to the Carlsbad Cavemen, and thus first game of the day here on the top side of the bracket, and I'll go through the bracket here when we got a break. Next pitch, swung on, fouled straight back for strike 2. On deck is Mark McKinney, the shortstop for the Chargers, and in the hole is their left fielder, Devin Johnson. Bulldogs defensively have Julian Rodriguez out in left, Cody Watson in center, Seth Morrison right. The catcher today is Frankie Galindo, and of course the pitcher, Davian Molina. I'll give you the infield after this. 2-1 pitch, misses away and high for ball 2. Looked like tried to get a curveball to break over, didn't happen. Infield for the Bulldogs, at third base, Naya Estrada, shortstop, Devin Fierro, second baseman, Diego Samara, and the first baseman, Josh Madrid. Pitch, high, ball 3. So 3-2 now the count. Here to the opening batter, Ethan Krebs. Academy in a heated game yesterday against Carlsbad Cavemen, a pitcher's duel. Went to the bottom of the 7th. Carlsbad got a run across and won 1-0. Pitch misses high and away, so the opening batter draws a walk. Academy has their first batter on board with nobody out, and coming to the plate will be number 6, Mark McNaney. He is the shortstop and wears number 6 on his red jersey. The Chargers are red, black numbers with a black outline. They've got on white pants, long pants. As Molina comes set and out of the plate, misses away, ball 1. Josh Madrid over on first base holding the runner, Krebs, as Davian has pitched from the stretch the entire way, so doesn't go through a windup. He comes set and to the plate. Swung on, hit well out to left field. Back goes Rodriguez, and he will make the play right in front of the warning track. Good job tracking back there. 0 wind here. It's in the mid-50s. Sun shining, not a cloud in the sky here at Rio Rancho High School Baseball Stadium. 1 out on the fly out the left field, and that'll bring to the plate number 8, Devin Johnson, the left fielder for the Academy Chargers. So Davian Molina, a lefty. We saw Josh Madrid yesterday, also a lefty for the Bulldogs. Really do have a good pitching core for the Artesia Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit right up the middle. It goes off of, kind of bounces off his foot, looked like, Davian Molina, but that's a base hit up the middle. So the first hit of the ball game comes in the form of Devin Johnson, the left fielder. So now Academy with runners at first and second. And to the plate comes number 4, Dominic Baca. I'm sorry, number 11. He is the second baseman. Number 4 is his position he's playing. So Dominic, the cleanup hitter. He's got runners at first and second with 1 out here. He's batting from the left side. As a second baseman, he's probably a switch hitter. Usually don't see a second baseman that's lefty. I guess it's possible, but my guess, switch hitter. He steps in on the left side to face. Well, and I say that, and he's batting from the left side, so who knows? He's facing a left-handed pitcher, and Davian Molina, I said that yesterday. You'd think he'd switch if he's a switcher. All right, here's the pitch. Called, strike 1. Good pitch. Broke from the middle outside corner for strike 1 to Baca from Molina. Alex Gato on deck, the first baseman, and in the hole, Satish Raichor, the catcher for the Chargers. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 call, fastball down on the outside corner, lower half of the strike zone. Great placement there by Davian Molina. So quickly up ahead, 0-2. See if he can get him to chase something. As Galindo gives him his sign. Let's see where Galindo sets up. He's going to set up right in the middle, but high. He does chase it, and he hits it down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases as it goes all the way into the corner, coming from second to score and from first to score. A 2-run, going to be a triple, stand-up triple for Dominic Baca. So with 1 out, the cleanup batter does his job. He cleans off the bases. The walk by the leadoff batter comes around to score. Devin Johnson, who got a single, comes around and scores. And now coming to the plate will be Alex Gato, the first baseman from the right side. Where's number 12? And he's got a runner in scoring position down at third base. Davian comes set, now to the plate. Swung on, foul ball, straight down, and a lot of English on it, bounced around. But first strike of the at-bat. Satish right shore on deck, and Dominic Siegel in the hole. 0-1 the count to Gato as Molina comes setting out of the plate. Swung on, hit well out to right center field, getting on his horse and not going to be able to get there. And it's going to get by both fielders, so going into second for a stand-up double and an RBI is Alex Gato. So back-to-back-to-back hits, a single, a triple, and a double. And 3 runs have crossed now. Now the runner standing at second base in the form of Gato. And to the plate comes the catcher, number 17, Satish right shore. He bats from the right side. Galindo talking to Molina out near the mound, so they're going to talk about it. 3-0. We're in the top of the first. The Bulldogs, the home team here, but down now early in the top of the first by 3. All right, so the lefty Molina ready to go again. Runner at second base gets his lead. Samara over there on the base. Molina takes a peek back, now to the plate. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Blew it by him. Strike 1. Dominic Siegel on deck. He's the right fielder. And in the hole, the DH, Andrew Herod for the Chargers. Molina set and to the plate. Outside, ball 1. When I got here yesterday, Carlsbad and Academy were on the field. I got here in about the 4th inning, and it was back and forth pitcher's duel, as I said, but Academy ends up falling to the Cavemen. And this pitch swung on, ground ball to the left side. Nice dive over there by Estrada. He cleans it up, fires it to first base. 5-3. What a great play by Nye Estrada. He had to dive hard to his left, fields it cleanly, comes up, looks at this guy on second, and then fires it across the diamond to Madrid. 5-3 the putout, and that is out number 2 for the Bulldogs. That'll bring number 16, Dominic Siegel, to the plate, the right fielder. He's a right-hander. Molina getting his sign from Galindo. Now to the plate. Bounces it up there. Bounce off the plate for ball 1. So I want to know the count. The DH, number 19, Andrew Herod on deck, and then the number 9 hitter in the lineup, if they get to him, Riley Bleicher. He is the third baseman and wears number 9. Davian takes a peek back now to the plate. Strike 1 called on the outside corner in the upper part of the strike zone. Good pitch, and the count now 1-1 is Galindo again looking over to the dugout to get his call from Coach Ortiz, which he then feeds out to Molina, and then the plate. Siegel calls timeout. Took too long for him as he steps back in now. 2 down, runner at second, and Molina comes set. Takes a peek back, now to the plate. Curveball, swing and a miss. Great pitch. So 1-2 now the count to Siegel. Molina to the plate. Just misses down for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Galindo had set up a high, wanted him to throw a high one, and it went down on him. So I don't know if they got their signs crossed or just didn't hit the spot. 2-2 now the count. Molina set. Doesn't look back. This comes to the plate and gets him to swing. I think that was a straight change. He was way out in front. So the first strikeout for Molina ends the inning. But the Academy Chargers have gotten the lead here. They got 3 hits, 3 runs off of those 3 hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. So we've played a half an inning. And Albuquerque Academy leads our Artesia Bulldogs 3-0. We'll be right back.
Bulldog fans, it's Martin from Frost Mortgage in Artesia, your local lender. While the Bulldogs are scoring high, your mortgage should be going low. Rates are at an all-time low, and it's time to cash in on it. So call Martin at 575-749-6278 to schedule your free consultation. Remember, you have a choice when it comes to your home financing, so don't be misled. Call Martin at Frost Mortgage today.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
Central Valley Electric Education Foundation scholarships are now available for CVE members and their dependents. The scholarships can be used by graduating high school students or adults who are continuing their education. Applications are being accepted through April 15th, 2022. Visit cvecoop.org/scholarships for eligibility and an application, or call Central Valley Electric Cooperative at 575-746-3571. Remember, these scholarships are available for students of all ages. Apply today.
All right, we're back here at Rio Rancho. This tournament, the South Puentes Rio Rancho High School Tournament, Carlsbad defeating Academy yesterday in the morning game, 1-0. The Bulldogs fell to Cleveland in the afternoon game, 7-2. The other side of the bracket had Valley defeating Goddard, 8-2, and Rio Rancho over Bloomfield, 22-1. So today's game, we're starting off here with Artesia Academy. Then at 1:30, it'll be the Goddard Rockets against the Bloomfield. The afternoon game is 4 o'clock, and that's Carlsbad versus Cleveland. That's going to be a good one. Well, all these really are going to be good ones. And then the evening game, Valley High School against the host team, the Rio Rancho Rams. All right, so we're ready to go here. Bottom of the first inning, the Artesia Bulldog home team down 3-0. And coming to the plate will be Devin Fierro, the shortstop, wears number 6 on his black jersey, and I'll tell you what they're wearing. That gives it a hint. Devin yesterday went 1 for 4 from the plate, and he'll face Caleb Lasher for the first time, a right-hander. Here's the wind in the first pitch. Right down the middle, swing, strike one. A little on the high side of the strike zone. Probably would have been a called strike anyway, but he swung through the pitch. So 0-1 the count to Devin. The DH, number 12, Nathan Taylor on deck, and here's the pitch from the righty. Swing and a miss, another high, and this one a little bit in, but swung through it for strike 2. And in the holes of the pitcher, number 18, Davian Molina for the Bulldogs. I'll go around the horn here for the defense in just a moment. Tried to get him even to go up higher. That was a high fastball, but he did not swing at it, so the count now goes 1-2. Satis Reichor is the catcher for Caleb Lasher. Here's the 1-2. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit over the right second baseman's head out into right field. Nice inside-outside swing for the single. And Devin Fierro starts us off right with that base hit. And that'll bring to the plate, to the plate, number 12, Nathan Taylor. I was talking about the Bulldog pitching earlier, that we have some good pitching staff, and 3 of which, off the top of my head, 3 of them are lefties. Pretty good 1, 2, 3. And this is one of them. He's not pitching yet, but I think he will be before the season gets too far along. Runner is off and running. It's a swing and a miss. And going to get in there safely. So that was a hit and run. Nathan swung at a pitch that was probably he wouldn't have normally swung at. Probably would have been a ball, but obviously hit and run. Tried to make contact. Strike 1, but down to second base in scoring position is DeFierro. That's one of the things the Bulldogs definitely have is speed. Team speed. They're a constantly moving team when they're on the bases, which I love. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Gets a good lead. Now the pitch in for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. As Nathan just kind of hopped back. He gets right up in the front of the box and right up on top of the plate normally. Now he's moved back just a little. That pitch came in at his knees, or at his ankles really, down and in. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Again, down and in. It skips away from the catcher, right shore. And going into third easily is Devin Fierro. So the Bulldogs, with nobody out, have one of those runs 90 feet away that they gave up in the first inning. Gato is at first, Baca at second, McNanny is at short, and Bleicher at third for the Chargers. High, ball 3. So 3-1 now to Nathan. Out in the outfield is Johnson, Krebs, and Siegel from left to right, as the catcher at right shore is going to go have a visit with Lasher, his pitcher. 3-1 the count, nobody out. Devin Fierro led off the inning with a base hit. He now stands at third, stole second on a hit and run, and then moved to third after the ball kind of bounced away from right shore. All right, the 3-1. Swing, that's well hit out into center field. The center fielder's going to go back, and he gets over his head. He misjudged it. He came forward at first. Taylor's going to motor all the way to third base on the triple. RBI triple for Nathan Taylor as he slides in, didn't have to. And now he's going to be awarded home as the throw gets by the third baseman. So the triple, RBI, and the Bulldogs now within run as Taylor will trot on home. Great piece of hitting there, and the center fielder started in and then got on his horse and ran straight back to the fence and jumped, and it got over his head. So Taylor with the RBI triple and the run scored, and the Bulldogs now within one with two batters. Nobody out. And at the plate, it's the left-hander, the pitcher, number 18, Davian Molina. Great hit there by Taylor. He tattooed that ball out into right center field. Here's the wind and the pitch. Molina's going to reach out and tap that ball to the third baseman. He was in front of it. The throw in time. It was a curveball that he got out in front, but he made contact, and it was kind of a slow chopper to third base. He charged, fielded it cleanly, threw it across. It was down the first baseline, so almost a collision over there, but he got him in time for the first out. So 5-3 the put out. And to the plate comes the big power hitter. First baseman for the Bulldogs today, number 22, Josh Madrid. His first at bat yesterday, he sent a rocket over the left field fence. Bats from the left side, and here's the first pitch. Swung on, hit well out to right center. Right fielder's going to go back, and he will make the play. Good job there tracking that out there by Dominic Siegel. And that is out number 2. Just didn't have enough legs to get to the wall that time for Josh, but a good swing, just a fly ball out to right field. And that'll bring to the plate Nia Estrada, the third baseman today, wears number 2 on his black jersey. By the way, the Bulldogs wearing long gray pants with the orange striping down the sides, and the black jerseys with the orange numbers, white helmets. 2 down, 3-2 Academy. Here's the pitch to Nye. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. On deck is Julian Rodriguez, the left fielder for the Bulldogs, and in the hole, the second baseman, Diego Samara. Caleb Lasher, the pitcher, gets his pitch from right shore now to the plate. Curveball, hits it off the end of the bat to the second baseman. Going to have to hurry to get there, and he does by half a step. He came flying in. Bulldogs thought it might have been, it was close, but he was called out. So 4-3 to put out. 2 curveballs the Bulldogs were out in front of. They'll figure that pitch out. But that is the third out of the inning. So the Bulldogs get 2 hits, 2 runs. There was 1 error on the Chargers and nobody left on base. So we've played a full inning, and the Bulldogs are down by 1, 3-2 to the Academy Chargers.
Where can you find the best selection of beautiful and unique home decor in the region? Easy. Casa Decor in Ruidoso. For years, people from all over have come to Casa Decor for the best selection of rustic, real wood furniture, beautiful decor from the Southwest and beyond, and quality outdoor furniture and accessories that are built to last a lifetime. At Casa Decor, they have over 10,000 square feet of showroom for everything you need. Casa Decor opens 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5 at 1214 Meacham Drive in Ruidoso, or online at casadecorruidoso.com. Proud supporter of local high school sports.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road, or online at deansinc.com.
All right, we're back, top of the second. And at the plate is the DH, Andrew Herod, to face Davian Molina for the first time. Herod wears number 19 on his red jersey. First pitch, called. Called the ball, I guess, a little bit up. I thought I saw the umpire's body move like he said strike, but then he didn't put his hand out, so ball 1. Molina set to the plate. Swing and a foul tip. Hit the umpire. Looked like he got him on his arm or his hand, so he's going to shake that off. 1-1 the count. Bulldogs will give him a minute to shake it off. Coach Ortiz going to walk out, check on him. 1-1 the count. We're in the top of the second, just starting off here. Davian Molina, the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs. Frankie Galindo is catcher. Nia Estrada at third, Josh Madrid at first, Diego Samara at second, and Devin Fierro at short. Out in the outfield, we have Julian Rodriguez. Center fielder Cody Watson. Oh, Julian's playing left. Center is Cody. And in right field, Seth Morris for the Artesia Bulldogs, wearing their gray pants with the orange piping, black jerseys with the orange numbering, and their white and black caps with the orange letter A on the white front. And the umpire shakes it off, so we're back. 1-1 the count, nobody out. Top of the second, and Andrew Harrod at the plate. Molina comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Good pitch. Ran it down and in on the batter, and he swung through the pitch. So 1-2 the count. The number 9 hitter in the order, Riley Bleicher, is up on deck. And then we're back to the top of the order. Ethan Krebs in the hole for the Academy Chargers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Looked like either it was a definite change of speed. I don't know if it was a straight curve or a curveball or a changeup, but took something off of it, swung and missed, and that's the second strikeout dealt by Davian. And now at the plate will be Riley Bleicher, the third baseman, batting from the left side. Galindo gets the pitch to Davian. He's going to set up a little high. He hits a little high on the outside corner, but it's called ball one, out of the zone. So on deck is Ethan Krebs, number 1, and the center fielder for the Academy Chargers, top of the order. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball for strike one on the swing. Galindo is set up a little bit up in the zone, and it's where he hit it and swung through it for the miss. Again, Frankie gets the call out again. He sets up. Oh, and this pitch is not going to, goes over the head of the batter for ball 2. Looked like maybe a curveball that didn't break. So 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Good pitch. Outside corner with a fastball. That's strike 2, so 2-2 now the count. Bleicher back in on the left side. Bulldogs playing straight away and about, not real deep, but about middle deep. And there's a swing and a miss. He caught it, and he took off running, but it was caught by Galindo, so they'll throw it around. That's out number 2, 2 strikeouts in a row for Davian, and that'll bring us to the top of the order. Ethan Krebs will come to the plate. He walked his first time up and ended up scoring. So he'll step in for the second time against Davian Molina of the Bulldogs. See where Galindo sets up. He's been kind of setting up in the strike zone. He does it again. Here's the pitch. Strike one called. Nice pitch. Come down and in on the right-hander for called strike one. Mark McNaney is on deck, the shortstop, and Devin Johnson, the left fielder in the hole. 2 down, top of 2. Here's the pitch. Bounces it on the right side. Outside for ball 1. Galindo again gets his pitch from Coach Ortiz and relays it out to Molina, who comes set. Got him to swing at a change of speed. Fouls it back for strike 2. So 1-2 now the count to Krebs. Not even a whisper, maybe a whisper. I was watching the flags out there, and it's barely moving, hanging straight down. Just an absolutely gorgeous day here in Rio Rancho. Here's the 1-2. Boy, good frame job there by Galindo, but just inside, maybe a little high. Called ball, so 2-2 now the count. As that was a really good pitch. Good place to miss, and a good job by Krebs not to cut at it. It'd been hard to lay off of that. He did, though. All right, here's the 2-2. And that misses on the outside half of the plate, high for ball 3. So a full count again to Ethan Krebs. He took him to a full count and then drew the walk in the top of the first, trying to draw out a 2-out walk here or get a base hit. Full count. Molina ready to go. Galindo just right in the middle. Pitch just missed in and maybe a little high, so another walk for Krebs. That's his second walk in as many innings, and only the second walk issued by Molina. So with 2 outs now, runner at first base, that'll bring Mark McNanny to the plate. He's the shortstop and also wears number 6 on his red jersey. He flew out his first time up, if I remember right, out to left field. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Johnson on deck and Baca in the hole. We're in the meat of the order 2, 3, 4 batters here with 2 outs, top of the second from Rio Rancho High School. Molina takes a look at first when he comes setting out of the plate. Bounces it up there, ball 2. So 2-0 now the count. Molina again ready to go. And the pitch. Swung on, pop fly, infield. Josh Madrid calls everybody off over at first base, and he will make the catch, and that will end the threat as the fly out to the first baseman is out number 3. So no hits, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a fly out. So no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 1.5 innings have been played. Academy leading 3-2 over our Artesia Bulldogs. Coming up, we'll have Rodriguez, Samara, and Morris. Stay tuned.
Hi, it's Maria
and Brisa with the Tate Branch Auto Group.
Are you in the market for a new car but don't know where to look?
Well, look no further. Here at Tate Branch Auto Group, we have had our used car managers busy buying vehicles to fill our inventory and to meet your needs.
That's right. We are bringing in new cars daily and getting them ready to hit our showrooms. But hurry fast because these vehicles will not last long.
And if you have no time to make it down to the dealership, that's not a problem. You can view our entire inventory on www.tatebranch.com, where you will have the ability to purchase your car online with front door delivery.
That's right. Come and visit us at www.tatebranch.com.
And we do it all. Need an oil change? Come on in. No appointments necessary. Brakes making funny noises? We've got you covered. Transmissions in the dumps? That's not a problem.
Come see us today at Tate Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, or Roswell, where the selection of vehicles will not disappoint.
Bottom of the second here from Rio Rancho High School baseball field. Really beautiful facility. Talked about it yesterday. They've got a covering over all of the bleacher area. They're really not bleachers as the normal sense of the word. They're concrete with then seats on them. All right, at the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs, Diego Samora, the second baseman, turns square to bunt. He does bunt it down the third base line, but pretty hard. Third baseman will come up and make the play. Good play by Bleicher at third base and by Gato at first because he had to scoop that one hopper up. It was a good effort there by Samora. Yesterday, Diego was 0 for 3, and he tries that bunt there, but to no avail. So 5-3 the put out for out number 1 here. And I told you wrong. That was Julian Rodriguez at the plate for the Bulldogs. I was looking at my book wrong. So Julian with the effort. Here's the pitch to Samora, high for ball 1. So Julian yesterday was 0 for 3 as well. Now at the plate is Diego Samora, number 20, second baseman. The pitch, low and away, ball 2. On deck is the right fielder, number 21, Seth Morrison. In the hole, the center fielder, number 7, Cody Watson for the Bulldogs. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs down 3-2 to the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. Swing and a pop fly that's going to get back and out of play for strike 1 to Diego. Umpire calling for some baseballs. All right, so Lasher ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip back for strike 2 on Diego. Bulldogs play tomorrow morning at 10, regardless of the win or loss. If they win, they'll be here on the main field. If they lose, they'll be over on the JV field. Here's the pitch, curveball high for ball 3. So a full count now for Diego. good at bat here as he's fouled off a couple and taken some balls as well. Full count, 1 out. Academy playing pretty much straight away. Looked like the Bulldog defense. About the same depth out in the outfield. The pitch in for ball 4. So a good eye there by Diego, because that would have been a tough pitch to lay off of. It was down and in, but looked good coming. So the first walk issued by Caleb Lasher here in the ball game. And that'll bring to the plate number 21, right fielder Seth Morris. So Lasher now from the stretch as he'll take a peek back over at Samara as he gets a pretty good lead over there. Bulldogs known to take off, and they're going to throw over, not in time. Diego dives back in easily. But it would not doubt to see Diego off and running. He's got speed. Again, Lasher set. Here's the pitch, going to square to bunt. It's outside. The snap throw down, not in time by the catcher, right shore. Back easily was Diego. So that's ball 1. That pitch missed. So trying to bunt him over there. At least he squared around to bunt, Seth Morris. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch. Again, squares to bunt. Snap throw down again, not in time. That time called strike 1. Morris had pulled back. Yesterday, Seth was DH for. He played out in right field, but did not bat. So today he is batting here in the 8 hole. And he'll step back in, the righty, against the right-handed Caleb Lasher. And he's peeking over his right shoulder at first base. Now the pitch. Missed away. Good job there by right shore, trying to square that up, trying to frame it, but outside. So ball 2, 2-1. The center fielder for the Bulldogs, number 7, Cody Watson on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Devin Fierro in the hole. To the plate. Missed high and away. Ball 3. So 3-1. There is 1 out here in the bottom of the second as Rodriguez put a bunt down left side. Probably got a little more of it than he wanted to. It was a great bunt, but just it was a little hard, and it gave the third baseman time to get to it and came to him pretty fast. Here's the pitch, down and away. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks will put the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first. And the left-hander, Cody Watson, coming to the plate. Lasher now with 2 walks and 2 hits he's given up here in an inning and a third. And Watson will step in on the left side. Yesterday, he was 1 for 3. He had a single his first time up, and then struck out his next 2 times. 1 for 3 yesterday, and now steps in with a runner in scoring position, the tying run, in fact. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and out of play over to the left side. Third base dugout goes over that for strike 1. So the umpire's getting some baseballs they put over here for him when he had turned around. Actually, he just got 1. So they're going to have to get him some more baseballs. He has none in his ball bag. A little breeze is picked up. Still a beautiful day. Cool here in the shade, and probably a little warmer out there on the field as the bright sun shining. All right, Lasher takes a look back at second. Now to the plate. Curveball high. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Watson steps back in. He's right up on the plate with his right foot, kind of in the back of the box. Has a closed stance. Runner going from second to third. That pitch is high, and he's going to be safe. Good steal there, just a straight steal by Samara. And he now stands 90 feet away with that stolen base. Runners on the corners, and right shore wants to talk about it with Lasher. The catcher and pitcher meet out between the mound and the plate. Now he's going to call for his infield what he's going to do with the runners. Does Satish right shore, the catcher. Watson now with a 2-1 count. Steps back in on the left side. Morris gets a pretty good lead over there first. Being held on by Gato. To the plate. Swung on. Pop fly out to center field. Well, it's going to be trouble. Going to have to get to it. The center fielder slides in to make the catch. So that's out number 2. Boy, he came on hard. The second baseman was going back. Baca and Krebs coming together. Krebs out in center field, and he slides on his knees and makes the catch. Good play for out number 2. That brings us to the top of the order, Devin Fierro. He singled to lead things off here, and now the catcher, right short, is going to step out again with runners on the corners. But with 2 outs, the Bulldogs have runners on the corners, and to the top of the order, Devin Fierro get a base hit here, and that'll tie things up. Lasher takes a peek at first, and he's going to throw over there. Morris dives in safely. Nathan Taylor on deck, and Davian Molina in the hole for the Bulldogs. Trying to get another run here and get this game tied up. They got the go-ahead run at first. Tying run at third. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Lasher to the plate. Curveball, foul straight bat. Boy, he sat on that. Just missed it. Good swing there by Devin Fierro for strike 1. Just missing that curve. And the umpire goes and gets another ball or 2 back at the net. I think they're probably the Rio Rancho JV gathering foul balls and bringing them down there for him. All right, Lasher set. Runners on the corner. Morris with a big lead at first. He's looking over his shoulder at him. Takes another look. Now to the plate. Outside. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Fastball misses away to Fierro. And now that little wisp of a breeze has died back down, so the flag's hanging. Morris creeping away from first base, getting a little bit bigger lead. That pitch misses high and away. Ball 2. 2-1 now to Fierro. Again, right short does a good job trying to frame those, as does our catcher for the Bulldogs, Galindo, but just missed high and away. 2-1. To the plate. Swung on, foul back and over our head here on the mezzanine for strike 2. So they get a ball to the pitcher, and the umpire says, "You're good." Comes set and looks back over his right shoulder now to the plate. Misses away. It bounces away from the catcher. And Diego has to hustle back because he was coming. Ball just bounced almost straight down and back, and the catcher right short found it really quickly. So Diego Samara had to hustle back to third base, but all is well. Everybody is safe. Morris, of course, moved down to second. So now base hit should score 2 with a full count because they're going to be off and running. 2 down. Don't have to, though. That's the thing. They're not in a forced position here. You want to run into an out. Here's the play. Swung on, foul back. That was a pitch. Good cut there by Fierro. Stays alive. And now I thought he had some baseballs in his bag, but he apparently didn't. He goes back to the net, does the home plate umpire. And I think he got 2. Couldn't quite see him down there where I'm sitting, but he gets the ball back to the catcher right short and gets it out to Lasher. So here we go, ready to go. Runners at second and third for the Bulldogs. Full count. Down 3-2. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And top of the order, Devin Fierro, who was 1 for 1 in the ball game, went 1 for 4 yesterday. Here's the pitch. Swing. Pop fly to the right side. And the second baseman and the right fielder coming in. Second baseman falling down backwards will make the catch for out number 3. So the Bulldogs had a chance there, but unable to capitalize. There was no hits, but a pair of walks. No runs. There was no errors. There were 2 runners left on base. We played 2 full, and the score 3-2 in favor of Albuquerque Academy. Top of the third coming up.
Bulldog Pride is about family. It's about being the best both in the game and in the community. It's about giving your all and having your teammates back. This is Pastor Jason Perry, and here at New Hope Baptist Church, we can relate to the Bulldogs. Our church is a family, and we focus on allowing the Lord to be the best both in our church and in our community. Here at New Hope, we know it's a new year, and there's new hope for a new you. We're praying for Bulldog victory in the game and victory in your life through Jesus Christ.
price.
Here are some helpful tips to get you and your teeth through the winter months from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Brush your teeth twice a day. Brushing not only protects your teeth, but also protects the gums from catching infections. Use the right toothpaste. The cold winter air as well as sinus pressure can cause sensitivity. Floss daily. Flossing protects your mouth from developing plaque, which can make you more prone to problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and oral cancer. At Smile Expressions, we welcome new patients. Contact us today, 575-746-1900.
All right, we're back. The Artesia Bulldogs on defense. They're the home team here in the first game of the day on day 2 at the South Puentes tournament. Live from Rio Rancho. And at the plate is the number 3 hitter in the lineup for the Chargers, Devin Johnson. He singled his first time up. Ended up scoring a run. First pitch, fastball inside corner. Called, strike 1. On deck is Dominic Baca, and in the hole, Alex Gato. Here's the, comes to a set and the pitch. Swung on, hit well out to right center field. That's going to be trouble, and that is going to get down and bounce over for the bounce over double. So the leadoff batter on with the ground rule double in the form of Devin Johnson, his second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, Dominic Baca, the second baseman. Where's number 11? As Galindo's going to go out and talk to Molina. Baca went for a triple his first time up. 2 RBI triple. And then he ended up scoring on the next batter who doubled. All right, defensively for the Bulldogs, Julian Rodriguez out in left, Cody Watson in center, and Seth Morris in right. I'll give you the infield here in a minute. Of course, the catcher, Frankie Galindo, and the pitcher, Davian Molina. As Fierro at shortstop, holding over there behind the runner who's got a huge lead, but Molina didn't even look back. And there's a single out to right field, seeing eye single. Seth Morris comes up throwing. They're going to hold the runner, cutting it. Oh, it gets away from. So the throwing error gets away from Madrid, and so moving over to second base into scoring position after getting the single is Dominic Baca. So the error moves the runner over. That's the second error on the Bulldogs. No, that's their first error. I was confusing you something with yesterday, I think. So nobody out, and at the plate is Alex Gato, the first baseman. First pitch, fouls it straight back for strike 1. He had a double his first time up and an RBI. So he'll step back in on the right side to face the lefty Davian Molina with an 0-1 count and nobody out but runners at second and third as Molina comes set and comes straight to the plate. Low for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Estrada, Fierro, Samara, and Madrid from third to first for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Oh, got by the catcher. That's going to score a run on the swing and miss. Galindo, I don't know if he was crossed up or what, because it looked like a catch he should have made. He just didn't even touch it with the glove. Went right between his legs and all the way to the backstop. So coming in to score was Johnson from third base. The runner at second. Baca moves to third. That's a pass ball by the catcher. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he'll have to throw it down to first. So the strikeout, throw out. Runner stays at third. And that is out number 1 as Gato strikes out. Third strikeout issued on the day by Davian Molina, and that'll bring to the plate number 17, the catcher, Satish Raichor. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the third baseman, Nye Estrada. And actually, that was a great play by Nye. I don't want to just say ground out. He had to dive hard to his left in the hole and then come up throwing. Swung on and fouled off to the right side for strike one for Satish. On deck is Dominic Sigelli, the right fielder. I've been saying Siegel, but I asked, and it's Sigelli. And then the DH, Andrew Herod, in the hole. And the umpire's having to go get some more baseballs. He does get two. So right now he's got one extra. As everybody will get reset here. No breeze. The breeze has completely died again. It's just bright and beautiful and sunny as Molina comes set to the plate. Swing. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Be a throw over. 6-3 the put out. Nice play there by Devin Fierro. Made it look routine, but a run does score. They were not playing in to cut the run off. And so with 2 outs, another run will come in. As scoring from third base is Bach. I'm kind of surprised they weren't playing up. But the 6-3 put out is out number 2, and that cleans the bases up. And that'll bring to the plate number 16, Dominic Sigelli, the right fielder. And he looks at ball one high, a fastball that missed up. On deck is the DH, Andrew Herod. And in the hole, the number 9 hitter, Riley Bleicher, the third baseman. Molina comes set to the plate. Swing and a miss. Good fastball on the outside half of the plate for strike one. 1-1 now the count. Again, Molina set. 1-1 the pitch count to the plate. Just missed with a change of speed on the outside corner. So 2-1 now the count for Sigelli. Bulldogs playing straight away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging there at a pitch that kind of died down and out. So 2-2 now the count. See if he comes back in with a high. Oh, he's asking for it outside is Lindo. He throws it out there and high for ball 3. So full count now to Sigelli, the right fielder. He struck out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1 in the ball game and now has a full count here with 2 outs, top of the third, and the score now 5-2 as the Bulldogs have given up 2 runs here in the inning. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off to the right side, now to play, so the count remains full. You might hear it in my microphone. Rio Rancho press box has a sound machine like we do in Artesia. I love that thing in Artesia, and they've got one of those. They're not using it as much, but they do have it. Swing and a miss. He got him. Struck him out on a down and away strike. Swinging strike for out number 3. So I'll end the inning. And that is the 4th strikeout issued by Davian Molina. But there were a pair of hits, 2 hits, 2 runs crossed. There was 1 error on the Bulldogs, and there was nobody left on base. So with those 2 runs, the lead now 5-2. Academy over Artesia. We'll be back.
Chaos Cafe is the place to kick your taste buds in the face. With some of the best food around, including a big breakfast that can scratch that itch. Whether you're fiending for French toast or begging for biscuits, they've got you covered. Plus, great lunch specials, signature burgers, and some of the most satisfying portions in the galaxy. Chaos Cafe backs the Bulldogs and the student athletes that work hard and play harder. Open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 till 2 at 501 South 1st in Artesia. Put a little chaos in your day with Chaos Cafe, and go Bulldogs.
With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
Coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning will be the big lefty, Nathan Taylor, DHing for the Bulldogs. Where's number 12 on his black jersey? He tripled and got an RBI his first at bat, and then he scored on the throw that got by the third baseman. So circled the bags, has a run scored, a triple, and an RBI. He'll face Lasher for the 2nd time. The first pitch, curveball called, strike 1. On deck for the Bulldogs is the pitcher, number 18, Davian Molina. And in the hole, the first baseman, number 22, Josh Madrid. Here's a wind in the pitch for Caleb Lesher. Swung on. Down the first base line, the first baseman will make the play and throw it to the pitcher who covers. 3-1 the put out on Nathan for out number 1. Had to go deep to his left, did the first baseman. But he fielded it cleanly, and the pitcher, Lasher, was covering. So out number 1, as stepping in is Davian Molina. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. Was 1 for 4 yesterday. That's a chopper to the first baseman. Same thing. He's going to field it, but this time he'll go cover it. Just a chopper that he catches behind the bag on the line and then takes about 3 steps and tags first base. So 3 unassisted there for out number 2 on the chopper down the line by Davian Molina. So that'll bring the cleanup batter, number 22, first baseman Josh Madrid, to the plate. Yesterday he was 2 for 2 with a walk. Had a home run and a single, pair of RBIs, and a run scored. Today, he flew out his first time up, so 0 for 1. Steps in, the first pitch, checks his swing, and it was called ball 1. Missed down and away, and Josh held off, so ball 1. On deck is the third baseman, Nye Estrada. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 1, fastball on the inside half of the plate. 1-1 now the count. And in the hole is the left fielder, Julian Rodriguez, for the Bulldogs. 1-1, 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the third. Here's the pitch from Lasher. Swung on. That's going to be a flare to the shortstop, who goes towards second base, catches it in the air, and the Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 on the little fly out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We've played 3 full innings, and the Bulldogs are down 5-2. We'll be back.
Hey guys, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Did you know right now you can get a 10-piece of legs and thighs, chicken only, for $13.99? And people love our KFC chicken sandwich. You've got to try it. An extra crispy, hand-breaded chicken filet placed on a buttery brioche bun, topped with pickles and your choice of classic or spicy mayonnaise. It's the best chicken sandwich ever, and it's only at your KFC in Artesia. We hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
All right, the Bulldogs back on the field here. The home team, we're in the top of the 4th inning. 5-2, Academy leading the Bulldogs. Albuquerque Academy Chargers. And at the plate is the number 8 hitter in the lineup, the DH, Andrew Herod, to face Molina. First pitch, swing and a miss at a diving pitch. I don't know if that was a splitter or a good curveball, but nonetheless, strike 1 on the swing. Herod struck out his first time, so he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Riley Bleicher on deck, and in the hole is Ethan Krebs, the leadoff batter. To the plate. Good frame job there, but just a little bit out and high for ball 1. Defensively, Julian Rodriguez in left and Seth Morrison right, Cody Watson in center. Josh Madrid at first, Diego Samara at second, Devin Fierro at short, and Nye Estrada at third. Here's the pitch. Down for ball 2. 2-1 now the count to Herod. The catcher, Frankie Galindo, and the pitcher, the lefty, Davian Molina, for the Artesia Bulldogs. Wind has picked back up a little bit. Just a slight breeze as the American flag out there in right center field is fluttering. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase again. He kind of waved at it. Good pitch. Just dove at the end, and no chance at hitting that ball. So 2-2 now the count to Herod. As Molina working well here. Waiting for his pitch from the catcher Galindo, who gets it from the coach. Here's the pitch, and that misses in. Fastball that just skipped off the glove of Galindo, so he'll have to go back and get it. But that takes the count to full. Full count here. to the leadoff batter here in the top of the fourth inning. DHing Andrew Herod, number 19. All right, so the ball is back to Molina, and he's ready to go. The set and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout number 5 for Davian. First out here in the top of the fourth inning. Brings to the plate the number 9 hitter, third baseman Riley Bleicher. From the left side, his first time up, he struck out in the second, so now batting here in the top of the fourth from the left side. Molina ready to go in the set, now to the set position. Here's the pitch. Bounces it up there for ball 1. Want to know the count. On deck is the leadoff batter for the Chargers, number 1, Ethan Krebs, and in the hole is the shortstop, Mike McNanny. I'm not sure. Should have asked somebody McNanny, I think. Chopper to the second baseman. Samara will come up, get it on the second high chop, fire to first base. 4-3. The put out for out number 2 as Samara did a good job coming up, firing it over to Madrid for out number 2. All right, so this brings us back to the top of the order with 2 outs. Ethan Krebs, the center fielder, will step in. He has walked both times he's come to the plate. He scored a run in the first after drawing the opening walk, and then walked again in the second, but did not get past first base. All right, so coming set and to the plate is Molina. That misses down and away for ball 1. On deck is Mark McNanny, and in the hole, Devin Johnson for the Chargers. Molina set to the plate, down and away, ball 2, 2-0. Now the count. Outfielders for the Bulldogs playing about midway out. Not real deep and not real shallow, about normal, I guess, straight away. 2-0 pitch. Swing, a chopper to the shortstop. He's going to actually back up and catch it on the second bounce. Fired to first base, 6-3. The put out, good job there by Fierro to read that. If he'd have tried to come up, it might have got over his head. Instead, he takes a step back, catches it on the second bounce, fires it to first base. Madrid catches it, and that is out number 3. They go down in order. Strikeout, ground out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've played 4.5, and the score remains 5-2 in favor of the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. We'll be back.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice, and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Welcome back to Rio Rancho. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Also out there on Facebook and YouTube land, audio only. As coming to the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs is Nye Estrada. First pitch he sees, curveball that misses away for ball 1. Nye grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Yesterday he was 0 for 2 with a walk. Now 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. Down the middle for called, strike 1. 1-1 now the count. For the Bulldogs on deck is number 1, Julian Rodriguez. He's the left fielder, and in the hole is the second baseman, Diego Samora. As Caleb Lasher brings it to the plate, and that misses away for ball 2. So 2-1 now to Nye. Johnson, Krebs, and Sigeli from left to right. Bleicher, McNanny, and Baca and Gato from third to first. Right Shore, the catcher, and Lasher, the pitcher. The defensive setup for the Academy Chargers. Well hit out to left center, but going over and making the play will be the center fielder, Ethan Krebs, for out number 1. Had to go, 50 feet or so for the catch. So the fly out brings Julian Rodriguez to the plate, number 1 for the Bulldogs, and playing out in left field. Steps in on the right side. He grounded out his first time up, and he looks at ball 1 just missing away. He hit into a 5-3. And yesterday, he was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. So he's looking to get off the schneid. Robbie's favorite thing I say when we're calling together. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1 on the lower half outside corner. So 1-1 now the count. Diego Samara on deck and Seth Morris in the hole, the right fielder and second baseman respectively. 1-1. Called strike 2. Just a fastball down the middle. 1-2 now the count. As Rodriguez steps back in, right side, and the catcher missed the pitch, so now he's getting it from the coach. The wind and the 1-2. Swing and foul back to the net. Good job staying alive there. Too close to pass up. It was low and away, but he gets a piece of it, so he stays alive, does Rodriguez. Lasher gets his pitch, and it comes. Swing and a miss. Got him. Chased that one. Unable to make contact on that outside pitch, and that's a strikeout. And out number 2. I think that's the first strikeout. It is the first strikeout for Lasher. And that'll bring the second baseman, number 20, Diego Samara, to the plate. He walked back in the second inning. Yesterday, he was 0 for 3. The pitch. Down the middle, called strike 1. Right fielder number 21, Seth Morris, is on deck, and then we're the number 9 hitter in the lineup, center fielder Cody Watson, in the hole for the Bulldogs. Lasher with the wind and the pitch. Strike 2 call, fastball, caught the outside corner. So 0-2 now to Diego, as he'll step back in on that right side. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Just missed. I'm not sure if that was away or high or both, but ball 1 to Diego as he steps back in, and Lasher working pretty quickly now, winding the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a change of speed, it looked like to me. So the second strikeout of the inning is out number 3. He retires the side. Bulldogs go down 1-2-3. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. We have now played 4 full innings, and our score remains 5-2 in favor of the Chargers from Albuquerque Academy over our Artesia Bulldogs. Top of the 5th coming up.
When it comes to your tires, don't take any shortcuts. Trust Forest Tire. They've been keeping you rolling for 78 years. Forest Tire knows tires, and they know that being there is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities, so you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most, delivering service that exceeds your expectations. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Eastern New Mexico University is open for visitors to come to visit our campus. Come be our guest for a guided tour of one of the best small-town college atmospheres in the Southwest. Take a look at all ENMU has to offer, including the best residence halls in New Mexico as recognized by Niche.com. Sign up today for your personal tour of ENMU and our beautiful campus by visiting enmu.edu/visit. Explore, experience, excel. Eastern New Mexico University.
Top of the 5th here. Still pitching, Davian Molina for the Bulldogs, and he's going to face Mark McNinney for the 3rd time. He's flown out both times, once in the 1st and once in the 2nd. So 0 for 2 on the day, the number 2 hitter, shortstop. Here's the pitch, swing, and off the end of the bat. Foul ball over to the dugout on the first base side for strike 1. Devin Johnson, the left fielder, on deck, and Dominic Baca second baseman in the hole. We're at the 2, 3, 4 batters here for the Chargers. Top of the fifth, and the score 5-2. Bulldogs down by 3. Here's the pitch. Strike called on the inside half of the plate. Nice pitch there. Fastball. So 0-2 quickly to Mark McNinney. Molina in the stretch, which he's done all game long, regardless if anybody's on bag. Now to the plate. Swing and a pop fly back over our heads, so the count remains 0-2. Outfield for the Bulldogs is Julian Rodriguez in left and Seth Morrison right. Cody Watson in center. Josh Madrid at first. Nia Estrada at third. Diego Samara at second. And Devin Fierro at short with Frankie Galindo catching for Davian Molina. There's your defensive setup. 0-2 pitch. Curveball high. Misses in and high for ball 1. Just missed. 1-2 now the count. Davian again set. Galindo sets up right in the middle. That's where he throws it. Boy, that pitch was a good pitch. Again, it kind of dove on him. I don't know if that was just a straight change or if it was a curveball, but swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the inning. Davian now with 6 strikeouts in the ball game. Coming to the plate is number 8, Devin Johnson, the left fielder. He is 2 for 2 and 2 runs scored. He had a single in the first and ended up scoring, and then a double in the third to lead things off and ended up scoring. Samara asking for an outside pitch. He goes in, and fighting it off and fouling it back for strike 1 is Johnson. So Diego kind of stuck his glove over on the outside to the righty, but the fastball came in on his hands. He did get a piece of it, fouled it back to the net. So strike 1 on Johnson. On deck is the cleanup batter, Dominic Baca, for the Chargers, and in the hole, Alex Gato, the first baseman. And right here in the meat of their orders where they've done their damage, the pitch, and he did hit out there this time as Galindo was asking for it outside and a little up. He did, but did not induce a swing, so ball 1. Frankie waits to the last minute, which is, well, I'm sure what he's coached to do. Now he's right in the middle. Curveball, strike. Oh, Samara drops his head. Everybody thought it was a strike, but it was called a ball. I guess just missed high. 2-1 now the count to Johnson. Great curveball there, but just out of the zone high. 2-1. There's another great curveball, this time called strike 2. That one a little bit lower and caught the outside corner. So 2-2 now the count to Devin Johnson. Again, he has singled and doubled and scored 2 runs, so he is a threat, as the number 3 hitter should be. 2-2 the count. See what Davian can do. Galindo sets up on the outer third. Here's the pitch. High and away for ball 3. So full count now. Galindo had set up out there, and Davian even went a little further and up in the zone for ball 3. Bulldogs playing straight away. No wind. Bright, beautiful sunshine. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right side. So the count remains full. We've got 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning as he struck out the number 2 batter, the leadoff batter for this inning, Mark McNinney. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right side again as Johnson staying alive here on some good pitches by Davian Molina. Too close to lay off of, but really not, they're good enough to not be very hittable, I guess is a good way to describe it. So Davian definitely working the in and out and up and down very well tonight. Galindo setting up on the outer third. Here's the pitch. Foul set back, straight back. So good at bat here for Johnson, as Davian also having good, thrown some good pitches, but Johnson able to foul off those last 3. Had a full count now. It's been 3 consecutive foul balls as Davian trying to not get him one to this tattoo, but get him to swing. Great pitches being fouled off. Here's the 3-2, and that misses way away, so that's a walk. I think that one just got away a little bit from Davian. He was frustrated. I could tell by the way after he threw it. So the walk is the 3rd issued by Davian Molina in the ball game, and that puts a runner down at first base with 1 out here top of the fifth, and brings to the plate Dominic Baca. He is also 2 for 2. He tripled his first time up, got 2 RBIs, and ended up scoring a run. Then he singled and scored a run in the third. Runners off and running. Throw down is going to be not in time. So stealing easily that time was Johnson. So he stands in scoring position. That pitch was called strike one to Baca. Again, 2 for 2, the lefty. Second base, batting left-handed, the second baseman steps back in. 0-1 the count. Molina comes set, takes a peek. Now to the plate. Missed down for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Number 12, Alex Gato, the first baseman, is on deck. And the catcher, number 17, Satish Raichor, is in the hole for the Chargers. Molina to the plate. Got him to swing at a good pitch. It bounced, in fact, kind of waved at it. So 1-2 now the count. I need to ask Coach if they're throwing if that's a splitter or just a, I don't know what it is. Kind of looks like a splitter. Dives. All right, 1-2. 1 out. Runner got a big lead. Molina looking him back. I'm thinking he's going to, no, he goes to the plate. Swung on, tattoos it out into right field for another hit. And coming around from second base, Morris is going to throw it in. If they're going to cut it off, they do, as he scores from second base easily. So Johnson, who drew the walk, stole second base right straight out, and then comes into the score on the single RBI by the number 4 hitter, Dominic Baca. So Baca now 3 for 3 with a pair of singles. He's got 3 RBIs, and he has a triple and 2 runs scored, and he stands at first base. 6-2 now the score, as the first baseman, number 12, Alex Gato, steps in on the right side. He is 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI, and he also struck out. Runner off and running again. Galindo's going to fire it down, but again, not in time. So getting a really good jump on the pitcher, Molina. He really hasn't paid too much attention to the runners, and now here in this inning, they've decided to start seeing if they can take advantage of that. So it's 2 back-to-back steals and consecutive base runners. And that pitch missed, so ball 1 to Gato. 1-0. Molina does take a peek back at second, but now to the plate. Down and in, ball 2. Satish Raichor on deck, and Dominic Sigeli in the hole, a right fielder for the Academy Chargers. Davian looks back at second. Now to the plate. Swung on, fouled off and out behind us here for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. For just now joining us here on KSVP Radio or KSVPTV.com, the Bulldogs down 6-2 here to the Academy Chargers in their second game here at the South Puentes tournament in Rio Rancho. They fell yesterday to Cleveland, and now playing Albuquerque Academy, who fell to Carlsbad yesterday. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Molina to the plate. Bounces it up there. Good job by Galindo keeping that in front of him. But that's ball 3, so 3-1 now to Gato. Again, Gato doubled and got an RBI back in the first, then struck out in the third. So 1 for 2 at the plate today. As Davian again comes set now to the plate. Swung on, hit hard, seeing a single between short and third. And they're going to hold the runner, as coming up quickly was Rodriguez to get it into Devin Fierro. Hit hard enough that he couldn't send him. So back-to-back singles, and runners now in the corners for the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. With 1 out, top of the fifth. 1 run has already crossed for the Chargers, and now they got runners on the corners as number 17, Satish Raichor, the catcher, walks out and talks to his third base coach. You hear the Star Wars music going in the background. All right, so everybody's set to go. Raichor steps in on the right side. Molina now comes set. to the plate. They're going to try to bunt. Call strike one. He pulled the bunt back, but caught the outside corner with a fastball. So call strike one on right shore. Sigali on deck and Herod in the hole for the Chargers. As Molina tries to work his way out of this jam with one out and runners on the corners. Galindo giving him the pitch. See where Frankie sets up, right in the middle. Throw over, not in time to first. Really more just of a toss over. Didn't fire it over there. Keeping them honest. So we'll reset. Right short steps back in. Galindo looking for his pitch from the dugout. Set and to the plate. Going to square to bunt again. He does bunt it, but it pops fly backwards for strike two. So 0-2 now the count to the catcher, right shore. Charging on that was Estrada from third base, who's playing up on the grass anyway. Of course, over at first, Madrid is holding the runner on. Up the middle, double play depth for the Bulldogs, Fierro and Samara. And so 0-2 to count. Shouldn't see a bunt attempt here with 0-2. Galindo, let's see where he sets up. Right in the middle. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back. So the count remains 0-2. Bulldogs play tomorrow at 10 a.m. regardless of the win or loss today. Both of these teams will play tomorrow at 10. One will play here in the Consolation Championship side of the bracket here on the main field. The loser will play over on the JV field at 10. Swung on, a little flare out to right field. It's going to be trouble, and it is going to fall in no man's land. Runner's going to come in and score from third. Going to come in, they're going to hold him at third base. So the stand-up double, RBI for Satish right shore with an 0-2 count. He hits a bloop fly out into down the line, right field line, and Bulldogs unable to get to it. So the RBI double. He stands at second. They held Alex Gato at third. And coming in to score was Baca from third base. So 2 runs now across the plate to score 7-2. And we got a courtesy runner coming in, number 4. And that is Luke Lasky, going to come in and run for the catcher, right shore, out at second base for the Chargers. And now we've got a pitching change happening here as Coach Ortiz out talking, and we're going to have Davian's going to switch with Watson out in center field. So let's see, it looks like Watson going to pitch. Yep, another lefty for the Bulldogs. I was talking about that earlier. We've got lefty, lefty, lefty. Got a lot of lefties that pitch for the Artesia Bulldogs, starting with Josh Madrid yesterday, then Davian Molina today, and now another lefty for the Bulldogs, Cody Watson. And I mentioned Nathan Taylor, who's not playing defense right now. He's been DHing all season, but anticipating him to be back too. So some lefties here in the lineup. Pitching-wise for the Artesia Bulldogs, a good pitching group as Watson getting his warm-ups here. 7-2 is our score. And Davian Molina will go out here. He pitched 5 in the third innings. I'm going to count up here. He ended up giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. He had 3 walks. Ended up with 6 strikeouts, and I'm going to double check that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 strikeouts for Davian Molina. So 5 in the third innings, and coming in to pitch here is going to be Cody Watson. Bulldogs have 2 runs. Rio Academy now with 7, and 2 runners on with only 1 out. Runners at second and third. So that's what Watson is inheriting here. As he's ready to go, the umpire brushes off the plate. It is a turf field, looks a lot like Artesia. They got their Ram logo behind the plate. It's not quite not near as big a foul territory. The home plate's closer to the backstop than in Artesia, but Very similar to Artesia in terms of the layout. So Cody Watson will pitch from the stretch with runners at second and third. And his first pitch, down and in, ball 1. At the plate is Dominic Sigelli, the right fielder. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game. He struck out both times in the first and then once in the third. As Galindo has a visit with Watson real quick, make sure they get their signs on the same page, I suppose. So 1-0 the count to Sigelli. On deck is the DH Herod, and in the hole the third baseman Bleicher, as we're in the 7, 8, 9 batters here in the lineup for Albuquerque Academy. Watson set and to the plate. Swung on. Hit well out to left field. But it's going to dive, and does he make the catch? He does. Good job out there. Runner will tag and score. I'd go to third base. I think he left early, and they're going to. And let's see what they say. Oh, they're going to call him safe. I thought he might have left early. 1 run will score. Now we're going to have Coach Ortiz is going to come out and talk about it with the umpire. It looked like he was running early. Coach Ortiz having an animate talk with the umpire behind the plate. And the umpire behind the plate really animated with his movements to Coach Ortiz. So maybe a little heated. But the run's going to count. So they say tagged. So coming in from third on the fly out, the sacrifice fly by Sigelli, is Gato. And that brings to the plate Andrew Herod, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And he gets hit by pitch, so he'll trot down to first base with 2 outs. So runners at first and second now for the Chargers, with Riley Bleicher coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He struck out in the second and grounded out in the fourth. So the hit by pitch puts a runner at first base. And Cody will step back onto the rubber here, with Bleicher stepping in. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Watson comes set, looks both second and first, and now to the plate. Away with a fastball for called ball 1. On deck is the top of the order, number 1, Ethan Krebs, the center fielder. And then in the hole is the shortstop, number 6, Mark McNanny. One 0 count, 2 down. Watson to the plate. Missed away for ball 2, so 2-0 now the count to the left-handed batter, Riley Bleicher, the third baseman. So lefty via lefty here. As Watson again comes set, takes a look back at second, now to the plate. And just high, changed speed, but out of the zone high for ball 3. So now 3-0. My guess is Bleicher is taking all the way here. But we shall see, with 2 outs and runners at first and second for the Chargers. Yeah, he's taking, and there's ball 4. He missed away. So 4 straight. Puts the bases loaded, and we're back to the top of the order for the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. As the right-hander, number 1, Ethan Krebs, will step in. He is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks and a run scored. He grounded out in the fourth, 6-3, but he walked in the first and the second, scored that run back in the first. Right-handed batter steps in. Pitch called, strike 1. Nice pitch there. Curveball that curved right across the middle of the plate. So 0-1 the count to Krebs. Bulldogs just need to get 1 out here. They got outs everywhere as the bases are loaded here for the Chargers. Watson again from the set position. Strike 2 called. Another curveball. This one broke in, started in the middle and broke into the inside half of the plate for called strike 2. So back-to-back curves and back-to-back looking strikes. Again, Watson from the stretch. Bases full. Looks now to the plate. Curveball, pop fly in the infield. Coming on for the play will be the second baseman, Diego Samara. And that'll get the Bulldogs out of the inning with the pop fly to Diego for out number 3.
Rio Rancho Baseball would like to thank our sponsors.
All right, so there was 1, 2, 3 hits, 3 runs scored, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. So scoring those 3 runs take it to 8-2 in favor of the Chargers. We'll be back.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Of the 5th coming up here for the Bulldogs is going to lead off here is going to be number 21, Seth Morris. He walked his first time up, so just his second time through. Yesterday he did not bat. He played out in right field but was DH for. So he'll step in from the right side to face Caleb Lasher here for the second time in the ball game. Again, he walked his first time up. First pitch, strike called on the curveball. So 1 the count. Cody Watson, who's moved to pitcher, is on deck. And then we're back to the top of the order. Devin Fierro waiting in the hole. The pitch, curveball. It's a grounder up the middle, and that'll be a nice piece of hitting there. Stayed back on that. Hit it to the right side, did Morris, for a leadoff single. And that'll bring Cody Watson to the plate. That's only the 3rd hit allowed by the pitcher, Caleb Lasher. As stepping in on the left side will be Cody Watson. 0 for 1 here in this ball game. He flew out to the center fielder back in the 2nd inning. Yesterday he went 1 for 3, pair of strikeouts and a single. So far in the tournament he is 1 for 4 as he steps in, ready to go. Lasher from the stretch, peeks over his right shoulder at the runner. Now the plate, looks to bunt it. He does put down a great bunt on the right side. The pitcher comes off, he's safe. Beat it out. Very bang play there. It looked like the first baseman, Gato, lifted up. I wasn't sure if he came off the bag or not. The coach for Academy is going to come out and talk it over. It was a bang play. Anyway, he's called safe. He's going to ask for help from the home plate umpire. He's saying he come off the bag, and I'm not sure that he did if the home plate umpire had to look down the line at it. So the coach for Academy asking for that. If it stands, it's a bunt single. Good bunt. He put it down softly on the right side. The pitcher did a good job. Caleb Lasher come off and not going to overrule him. So it was bang, and I think the umpire in the field thought he'd come off the back. He did have to go up to get it. It was close of whether or not his foot came off from my view, but safe is the call. So back-to-back singles. A single bunt for Watson gets his top of the order, and Fierro will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled his first time up and scored a run. Flew out in the 2nd, and now his 3rd time up. Nobody out. Runners on the bags, and that ball bounces up there for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Yeah, runners the 1st and 2nd in Morris and Watson. Fierro back in on the right side. Lasher looks into right shore, his catcher, and gets the pitch. Comes set and looks back at second base. Big lead back there by Morris. Now the pitch misses down and away for ball 2. On deck is the DH, number 12, Nathan Taylor. And in the hole, the now center fielder, starting pitcher, but now center fielder, number 18, Davian Molina. So back into the meat of the order for the Bulldogs with nobody out and runners at 1st and 2nd. They got to get some runs here. The pitch swung on. It's a flare ball over to the right side. The first baseman, Gato, is going to have room to make the catch. So just a little pop fly foul for out number 1. That'll bring Nathan Taylor to the plate. He tripled back in the first, got an RBI and a run scored. Grounded out to the first baseman in the third. So 1 for 2 here today. Yesterday he was 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch. Down and in. Blocked by right shore. He's going to fire it down to second. Oh, and they got it. Oh, no, he slid under it. I thought they got him. It was close. Good play there by the catcher, Satish right shore. And Morris has been getting a big lead anyway, and that kind of skipped away from right shore off to his right. And Seth took 2 or 3 more steps and then had to slide back in safely under the tag. So ball 1 to Taylor. The pitch missed inside for ball 2. And the Academy fans liked the pitch. Taylor turned around and smiles at the umpire. It's pretty quiet here, so you can hear everything. There's some good fan support here for the Bulldogs, but and for Academy, but still pretty quiet. And that pitch in tight for ball 3. Taylor had to get out of the way of it. So 3-0 to Nathan. Runners at first and third, 1 out. See if Taylor has the green light here. I would think he probably will hold off, but we'll see. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, call strike 1. He was taken all the way, which I think is the right call. So 3-1. Now he's got a hitter's count. Comes at him again like that, he'll be cutting it. 3-1, 1 out. Runners on the first and second. Here's the pitch. There it was. That's a single. That might be extra bases into left center field. 1 run will score. Coming from third, coming all the way home. That's going to be a stand-up double. And Nathan will get back into second safely as he went around second. They cut it off and through there, but 2-run double RBI. 2 RBIs for Nathan Taylor. He now has 3 in the game. Great piece of hitting there by Nathan. He stands at second base. Both runners come in and score after getting back-to-back singles, Morris and Watson. And with 1 out, Davian Molina will come to the plate. Yesterday, he was 1 for 4. Today, 0 for 2. He grounded out to the third baseman in the first, and then to the first baseman in the third. So he'll step in with a runner in scoring position and Nathan Taylor. Here's the pitch to the lefty. Called strike 1. Curveball caught the inside half of the plate. So 0-1 the count to Davian. Josh Madrid on deck and Nia Estrada in the hole for the Bulldogs as they've cut into the lead. It was 8-2, now 8-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitcher, Lasher, steps off. Now he's ready to go again. Molina from the left side. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a chopper toward the first baseman. Foul ball. I guess it went off of his foot. It did, and then bounced out toward the first baseman. So a foul ball for strike 2. Madrid over in the on-deck circle. 0-2 the count, 1 out. Taylor down at second base after getting those 2 RBIs on that double. Lasher takes a long look at him, and now the pitch. High for ball 1. Pretty good pitch there. It was hard for me. It would have been difficult for me to lay off of most batters, but good eye there for Molina. 1-2 now the count. Lasher taking a long look back at Taylor at second. Now he steps off. Nobody was covering, but Taylor with a pretty good lead. And now he's going to step off again and ask right shore to go back through his signs. He'll come set and to the plate. In for ball 2. 2-2 the fastball just missed inside to the left-handed batter. So 2-2 now the count. Molina steps back in. He's right up on got his feet up on the white, up on the plate. Swung on, pop fly. It's going to be the infielder that should catch it. The second baseman, Baca, will back up and fall down the pit. They kind of fooled him a little, I guess, because he had camped out, and all of a sudden he started stumbling backwards, and he makes the catch as he goes to his seat for out number 2. So a 2-out rally in order here. Josh Madrid, the number 4 hitter, will step in. He has flown out twice today. Yesterday, Josh was 2 for 2 with a walk. He had a home run and 2 RBIs. So he's looking for another RBI here this weekend right here. The lefty steps in. Taylor gets his lead. The pitch swung on. That's going to be a base hit out to left field. Nathan Taylor's going to come around and score. So it is an RBI single for Madrid, and the Bulldogs get 3 runs here. They matched the 3 runs they gave up in the top half, and the score now 8-5. Great piece of hitting there from the lefty. Inside-out swing. He actually, not an inside-out swing. He was an outside pitch, and he just looped it out into left field for the single and the RBI. Right short talking it over with Lasher now, as Nathan Taylor comes in to score from second. And Madrid now standing at first base with 2 outs, and Nye Estrada coming to the plate, the third baseman for the Bulldogs. Nye is 0 for 2 in this ball game. He grounded out 4-3 in the first and flew out to the center fielder in the fourth. Yesterday was 0 for 2 with a walk. Runner at first base is Madrid. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Ball 1. Missed outside to the right-handed batter Estrada. On deck is the left fielder, number 1, Julian Rodriguez for the Bulldogs, and the second baseman, number 20, Diego Samara, in the hole. All right, Estrada steps back in from the right side, 1-0 the count. Madrid will get a lead over first. Not a big lead, but he's starting to stretch that a little. Now the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit out into right field. See if Madrid goes to third. He's going to hold up at second. So another good go with the pitch. Back-to-back go with the pitches. The lefty, Madrid went with the pitch, looped it out into left, and that time Estrada on the outside pitch loops it out into right for the single. So the Bulldogs now have runners at first and second with Julian Rodriguez coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 here in this ballgame. Grounded out to the third baseman in the second and struck out in the fourth. Yesterday was 0 for 3, so he's looking for a base hit here, and that was going to be way outside for ball 1. Madrid at second and Estrada at first with those singles. Bulldogs down by 3. We're in the bottom of the fifth. 8-5 is our score. 2 outs. Lasher to the plate. Outside. Oh, it gets away, so the runners will move to second and third. It bounces underneath the glove of Reichor. That's ball 2. So 2-0 now, and now 2 ducks on the pond in scoring position at second and third as Madrid moves over on the pass ball to third and Estrada to second. So base hit here with 2 outs. Should score 2 runs. They'll be running on the swing of the bat, on the hit, with 2 down. They don't have to, though. Nobody behind them. Estrada gets a huge lead. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Good cut, but better pitch there to Rodriguez. So 2-1. The count as he steps back in, ready to go. Estrada was he was halfway to third base before the pitch came. They're doing it again. There's a swing and a fly ball out to right field. The right fielder backs up and now steps towards it. And that will be out number 3 on the fly out to right field. But the Bulldogs get some runs back here as they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in the inning. 3 runs. There was no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. So we've played 5 full, and the score now 8-5. The Chargers leading the Bulldogs. Top of the 6th coming up.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, till it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
Top of 6, our score 8-5. Academy Chargers leading our Artesia Bulldogs. Coming to the plate for the Chargers will be their number 2 hitter in the lineup, Mark McNanny. He is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Flew out in the first, flew out in the second, and struck out in the 5th. Our pitcher here, Cody Watson, he came in the 5th to replace Davian Molina, who pitched 5 1/3. So Watson, who swapped with Molina from center field to pitch, has pitched 2/3 of an inning. And at the plate, McNanny. Here's the wind and the pitch from the lefty. Swung on, pop fly to the right side. Madrid going over and should have room, and he will make the play. So pop fly in foul territory down the first base side. Got close to the fence, but plenty of room, and he makes the first out on the fly out to the first baseman. That'll get us to the number 3 hitter. The number 3 hitter in the lineup, number 8, Devin Johnson. He is 2 for 2 with a walk, single, double, and 3 runs scored. So very, very productive today for Johnson, the left fielder. Here's the wind and the pitch from Watson. Swung on, fly to the right side. That's going to get foul and deep enough that Johnson can't get to. That Madrid can't get to it, and Morris also couldn't get there. So just a long fly ball foul for strike 1. Cleanup batter Dominic Baca on deck, and Alex Gato, the first baseman in the hole for the Chargers here, as the Bulldogs got 3 runs back and are down 8-5 as we get the top of the 6th with 1 out here. The pitch from Watson. Curveball, pop fly out to center field. And Davian Molina will fade back and make the play for out number 2. Pretty deep. Caught it out there near the warning track, maybe 5 or 10 feet away from it. So a fly out to center field is out number 2, and that'll bring Dominic Baca, the number 4 hitter in the lineup. He plays second base and bats from the left side. He is 3 for 3. He's got 3 RBIs, 2 singles, and a triple, and he's also scored 3 runs, so he has been wreaking havoc at the plate. He'll face Cody Watson for the first time, lefty v lefty. Now Watson in the windup and the pitch. Swing and ground ball to the right side. That's fair, and that'll be tagged out over there by Josh Madrid. So the ground out just went right over the bag. Madrid fields it, and he goes unassisted on the ground out. So the Bulldogs get them to go down in order. Watson does. Fly out, ground out. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. 8-5 is where our score is. Bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs need to get them runs back. We'll be back. Bottom of 6 coming up, and batting for the Bulldogs, leading things off, will be Diego Samara, then Seth Morris and Cody Watson, the bottom third of our batting order. We'll be back.
Artesia Plumbing and Heating is your authorized Carrier air conditioning dealer. Home owned and operated for over 41 years. Artesia Plumbing and Heating installs residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioners. Artesia Plumbing and Heating handles your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier unit. Artesia Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and wishes them the very best in this sports season. Artesia Plumbing and Heating, 746-3712.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're going to get some runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning is where we're at. Coming to the plate will be Diego Samara, the second baseman for the Artesia Bulldogs. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He did draw a walk back in the second and made it all the way to third before the last out, but did not score. He struck out in the fourth, and now the first pitch swung on, pop fly over to the right side, and out of play for strike one. On deck is number 21, Seth Morris, and in the hole, number 7, Cody Watson, who was center fielder and is now pitching for the Bulldogs. Bottom third of the inning, or bottom third of the order, I should say, for the Artesia Bulldogs, as Samara steps back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there for Diego, his first hit of the ball game, but not a better time to start it than leading off here in the bottom of the sixth with a single. He'll stand at first, and Seth Morris will come to the plate. Seth is 1 for 1 with a walk. He walked back in the second and then grounded a single, or actually hit a single in the fifth, just an inning ago to start things off. And he ended up scoring a run. So coach is coming out talking to Lasher. He's taking the ball from him. So we're going to have a pitching change here. And coming in from the bullpen, let's see what number that is. Who is coming in? Number 14. That's going to be Michelangelo Duva. So Michelangelo Duva coming in to pitch here. Michelangelo. You don't see that. Let's see. How does he spell it? Yeah, Michelangelo Duva. D-U-V-A. Will be the new pitcher. So we'll go ahead and take a break here. When we come back, we'll have the balance of the inning here. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Bulldogs have started off here with a runner as Samara reached on a base hit to lead things off. And I'm trying to figure out I've got a lot more, I don't know about these. Let me get down here. Tell you what, I'll keep it here since I've already trying to see where we were at here. I looked up at my screen and it looked strange to me, and I don't know why it did, but it does. I've got a lot of breaks, more than I thought I had, as I work my way back up to the top of it. Anyhow, new pitcher is Michelangelo Duva. He comes in from the bench. He was over in the bullpen, and he's got a he's one of those, I just now watched him in his warm-ups. He's got one of those sidearm submarine style pitcher. As he's almost in a full squat when he comes set from the stretch. Yeah, he's doing it again. Bent over, and then he submarines it. A right-hander, but submarines. So a real low delivery, sidearm. So something the Bulldogs have not seen this year, or at least I haven't seen them play a pitcher like this. Haven't seen all the games, but I don't think they've seen it. It's not a usual way for a pitcher, although you see it I've seen it in the major leagues. All right, so at the plate for the Bulldogs here is Seth Morris. Again, he is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. And here comes the sidearm pitch, submarine style. Oh, and he pops it up, and the catcher is going to, it goes out of his glove. So good break there for the Bulldogs as Raichor dove for it. It was a attempted bunt that he bunted backwards and to his right. Raichor come out of his stance, and he dove, and it was in his glove but popped out. So just a strike for Morris. See if he tries to bunt him over again here. Good effort there by Satish Raichor, but unable to keep it in his glove. So strike one on Morris. Samara gets his lead at first. And new pitcher, Duva, comes set in that bent over half position. And there's the pitch and a swing and a miss for strike two. So a submariner, if you haven't seen one of those, Google it right quick. He sidearm and from really low, and almost his hand's almost hitting the ground as he comes with the pitch. Again, gets down in that squat position, bent over, takes a peek back at first, and now to the plate. And that's going to be just a little bit high for ball one. 1-2 now to Morris. On deck is Cody Watson. And in the hole, Devin Fierro, the top of the order for the Bulldogs, as they look to get these runs back, down 8-5. But nobody out in the leadoff single. Tying run is on deck. Here's the sidearm. Pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase a high one. And that is out number one. Boy, that's, if you've not ever seen that, it looks weird because he's coming sidearm and really low to the ground, his delivery. And that pitch was up high, but he swung through it for out number one. And that'll bring Cody Watson to the plate. So lefty Cody steps in. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. He singled in the 5th and scored a run. Here's the sidearm pitch. Runner's off and running. The throw down is going to be in time. They got him. And that's out number 2. So Diego Samora not able to get there. Good throw by the catcher, Satish Raichor. It was ball 1. It was high and away, but he come out of his stance and fires it down for out number 2. And he's asking the umpire what the count is. I believe that was a ball. He didn't indicate. Yeah, 1-0. That's what they put up on the board. Raichor setting up outside. Here comes it from the windup. That low delivery. So that's another thing. From the windup, it looks really strange. So he's standing upright. Ball 2. And then goes down in that submarine delivery. So again, from the windup and then the submarine sidearm. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. On deck is the top of the order for the Bulldogs, the shortstop, number 6, Devin Fierro. And in the hole, the DH, number 12, Nathan Taylor. So they definitely want to keep this inning going. 2 down here, but no runners on as he was thrown out at second after getting the leadoff single on the attempted steal. Ball 4, low. So the 2-out walk will bring the top of the order to the plate as Watson will hustle down to first. And to the plate, Devin Fierro. He is 1 for 3. He singled in the first and scored a run, and now he flew out the next 2 times up. In the second, he flew out, and in the 5th, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th, and a runner at first base, and Watson, who's got a lot of speed, getting a big lead over there. And here's the submariner. 2 looks over to first, 3 looks now to the plate. Swung on. That's going to be a rip up the middle for the base hit. And he just tattooed that right by the pitcher's head. Glad it didn't hit him because that would have hurt. Nice hit there by Devin Fierro, and that'll bring Nathan Taylor to the plate. Taylor represents the tying run, and he has had a good game at the plate. He's tripled and doubled, has 3 RBIs. Grounded out to the first baseman in the 3rd, but that triple coming in the 1st. He's also scored 2 runs, and the double coming just an inning ago. 2 RBIs and a run scored. So Taylor steps in on the left side to face this submariner. Runners at first and second. And here's the sidearm pitch. Outside, ball 1. So the tying run at the plate, 2 down. Taylor steps back in. He's in the back of the box now, but still crowding the plate. Get a longer look at this submariners. Probably the first, he may have seen them somewhere before, but these guys play a lot of baseball. Here's the pitch. Ooh, get low, but he's big swing for Nathan. Strike 1. Swung over the top of that one. 1-1 the pitch. 1-1 the count. Davian Molina on deck and Josh Madrid in the hole. So the Bulldogs in their 2-3-4 spot here. Want to get some runs. As DH Nathan Taylor steps back in. 1-1 count, 2 outs. The pitch swung on, fouled straight back for strike 2. Big cut again for Nathan. And just missed it, fouled it straight back. So the count now 1-2. He'll be protecting here. As Duva steps back on. Runners get their leads. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. Comes set in that crouching position. Long look back at second. Another look back. Now to the plate with that sidearm, and it's going to be fouled again. Another big cut by Nathan. Fouls it straight back. So the count remains 1-2. Wind is not a wind, more of a breeze has picked back up, coming out of the north and northwest. But not wind, just a breeze. Beautiful day here in Rio Rancho. Still a little chilly up in the shade, but I'm sure plenty warm down on the field in the bright sunshine. All right, so Duva comes set in his crouch position and delivers high. Ball 2. 2-2 now the count to Taylor. As Nathan steps back in, the catcher, Raichur, will get the pitch out to his pitcher, Duva, Michelangelo Duva. And Raichur setting up on the outer third as the side armor comes to the plate. Swing, fouls it off to the left side, out of play. It will get out of play. Third baseman gives a chase, but it does get out of play. So the count remains 2-2 as the umpire is going to give a ball to the catcher. Now go pick some up off the backstop where they put them for him. Bulldogs play tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., and we'll be here. You can tune in on the radio, AM 990 or FM 93.7, and we'll be carrying audio only. KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP Radio YouTube channel. If you want to tune in from wherever you're at. Of course, you're in Artesia, you can listen right there on the radio, either FM or AM. All right, so the 2-2 count. Taylor's waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. Swung, hits it to the second baseman. He'll scoop it up and go to second in time for out number 3. So 4-6 on the fielder's choice is out number 3. The Bulldogs get 2 hits, but no runs. They leave 2 on base, and there were no errors. We've played 6 full, and our score remains 8-5 in favor of the Academy Chargers over the Artesia Bulldogs. Top of 7 coming back at you.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends April 2nd, 2022.
Mental health has no age limit. That's why Artesia General Hospital's outpatient behavioral health team includes a specialist for children and teens. Honey Coven Weeks serves patients 18 and younger in both Artesia and Carlsbad. 1 in 5 adolescents faces a mental illness that disrupts their life. If you're wondering whether your child is just going through a stage or struggling with something deeper, we can help. Get professional answers and compassionate medical support to help them thrive. Request your appointment at artesiageneral.com/behavioral health.
All right, we're in the last inning, barring a tie. Right now, Academy leading Bulldogs 8-5 as we go into the top of the 7th inning. Watson on the bump for the Bulldogs. Julian Rodriguez in left. Seth Morrison right. Cody Watson again moved in from center, so David Molina out in center. Nia Estrada at third. Josh Madrid at first. Devin Fierro at short, and Diego Zamora at second base. Frankie Galindo catching for Cody Watson. Coming to the plate for the Chargers will be their number 5 hitter, Alex Gato. He is the first baseman. He's 2 for 3 with a double, an RBI, a single, a run scored, and a strikeout. Bulldogs play in the morning at 10 a.m., regardless of win or loss. And they'll either be taking on Goddard or... I'll pull that back up here. Got it on my phone. Goddard, I'm sorry, they'll either be taking on, Goddard or Bloomfield, depending on what they do here and what the other game has. So the right-hander, Alex Gato, steps in, batting from the right side, number 12. Here's the first pitch from Watson. Strike 1 called. I think he checked his swing, but so it was a called strike, or it may have been a check swing strike. Either way, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Bulldogs again playing straight away. Just a slight breeze here at Rio Rancho High School Baseball Stadium. Watson from the windup. Outside, ball 1. So 1-1 the count. The catcher, Satish Raichor, on deck. There's number 17 on his red jersey. And the right fielder, Dominic Sigeli, number 16. In the hole for the Chargers. Bulldogs looking to go down 1-2-3 like they did last inning. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 2. So a chance tomorrow to see our old foe, the Goddard Rockets, or the Bloomfield. I keep wanting to call them the Wildcats, but it doesn't sound right. Bloomfield and Goddard playing here at 1:30. That's down for ball 3. So 3-1 now the count. Ball missing low. It was across the plate, middle, but low. Bloomfield fell yesterday to Rio Rancho, the host team, in the bottom half of the bracket, and Goddard fell to Valley 8-2. This pitch is fouled off to the right side and out of play for strike 2. So now full count to Gato. Rio Rancho put the hammer on Bloomfield. 22-1 was their final. To get to where we're at today, Carlsbad defeated Academy 1-0 in a pitcher's duel yesterday in the early game, and Artesia fell to Cleveland 7-2 in the afternoon game. And that's ball 4, misses up and away. So drawing the opening walk was number 12, first baseman Alex Gato, to put a runner at first base and nobody out. And that'll bring Satish Raichor to the plate, number 17 in catching for the Chargers. He is 1 for 3. He grounded out to the third baseman back in the first, to the shortstop in the third, but then got a double and an RBI in the fifth, and that's where we saw the pitching change for the Bulldogs. Big lead over first base. Here's the pitch to the plate. Strike 1 called, checked to swing, but called on the outside corner. Strike 1 to right shore. On deck is the right fielder, Dominic Sigeli, and in the hole, the DH, Andrew Herod, for the Chargers. Nobody out. Top of the 7th, 8-5. Albuquerque leading the Bulldogs. Throw over, not in time. And I say Albuquerque, I should have said Albuquerque Academy, because there is at Albuquerque High School. The Chargers from Academy leading the Bulldogs 8-5. Top of 7, nobody out. And Cody Watson comes set after a long look in to the plate. Call, strike 2 on the outside corner. So 0-2, Raichor didn't like it. I saw the way he looked back at the umpire. Just caught the corner for called strike 2. Again, Watson getting his pitch from Galindo. He'll come set and look at first base. To the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him on a nice curveball for swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is out number 1. First strikeout issued by the lefty Cody Watson. And that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 16, Dominic Sigeli. Watson to the plate, called strike 1 on that outside corner. Boy, he has been pasting that corner here in this inning to the right-handed batters. That was a called strike 1. Sigeli 0 for 3. Strikeout, fly out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Nice curveball. Dove, swung over the top of it. 0-2 now the count. Watson set, takes a look at first, now to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts after giving the opening walk here to start the inning. 2 down, and the second strikeout, and that'll bring to the plate the number 8 hitter in the lineup, DHing, number 19, Andrew Herod. Herod is 0 for 2, and he was also hit by a pitch. He struck out the first 2 times up and then was hit by a pitch in the 5th by Watson. That pitch misses down and in for ball 1. Cody came in the 5th with 1 out, and he faced Sigeli, and then Herod was the number 2 batter he faced, and he hit him. 2 down, runner at first. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's a blooper out to right field, but it's going to be foul. Nobody could get to it. Morris started to give chase, but knew he couldn't get there, so it's just a long strike. 1-1 now the count. On deck is number 9, Riley Bleicher, the third baseman. He's the bottom of the order. So in the hole is the top of the order. Number 1, Ethan Krebs, the center fielder for the Chargers. 2 outs. Runner gets his lead at first. Watson comes set. And to the plate. Swing, and that's a hit out into left field. That's a line drive that's going to be fair. It's going to be extra bases. As out in left field, Rodriguez will get the ball in, but not in time. Scoring from third base on the 2-out double and RBI is Gato, who comes around all the way around from first base on that line drive down the line for the double and RBI for Herod. So that'll bring Bleicher to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a ground out, and a walk. That was the first hit given up by Watson since coming in the 5th. And now a runner at second base, and the score now 9-5. So Bulldogs got to make up 4 runs to keep the game going in their half of the 7th at a minimum, because they got another runner in scoring position due to the Chargers. That pitch to the left-handed Bleicher misses away for ball 1. On deck is the top of the order, Ethan Krebs, and in the hole, Mark McNaney. Again, Watson from the stretch comes set. 1-0 the count, and this misses away for ball 2. So 2-0 to the count to the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Watson peering into his catcher, Galindo, comes set and to the plate. Again, missing away. Ball 3, and that one was way outside. Good job there by Galindo to kind of leap to his left. That pitch was all the way on the outside of the right-handed batter box. But the quick-footed Galindo was able to slide that way and catch it. 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And that hits him. Hit by pitch. So after given up an opening walk and then 2 strikeouts, they get the double and the RBI. And now a hit by pitch, which puts runners at first and second. And to the plate will come the top of the order, the center fielder, number 1, Ethan Krebs. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of walks and a run scored as he steps in on the right side to face Watson. For the second time, he flew out an inning ago. There's a pop fly backing out of play for strike 1. Actually, he flew out back in the 5th. He was the final out in the 5th inning, and he did face Watson there as Watson came in to replace Davian Molina with 1 out in that inning. So strike 1, 0-1 the count on the foul ball. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. 1-1 now. The count to Krebs. Runners at first and second, 2 down. We're in the top of the 7th, and the Chargers have got to run across here, so they now lead by 4 again, 9-5. Watson set and to the plate. Swung on. Pop fly, shallow, and it's going to be just in the grass at second base. Samara with the pop fly catch, and that ends the threat for out number 3. All right, we've played 6.5. They get 1 hit and 1 run. There were no errors and were 2 runners left on base. The score now, after that 1 run, the score now 9-5 in favor of the Chargers. Bottom of 7 coming up here. Bulldogs got to get at least 4 to keep this game going.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
All right, we're back here. Coming to the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs to lead things off here will be Davian Molina, now playing out in center field. He steps in on the left side. He's 0 for 3, so looking to get a base hit here. They got to get 4 runs, so it might as well start with him getting on base, right? Here's the wind and the pitch from the Submariner. Duva high and away for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. On deck is number 22, Josh Madrid. And in the hole, Nia Estrada, number 2 for the Bulldogs. Here's that sidearm pitch, called strike 1. Caught the outside corner to the lefty, Molina. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., we'll be back here at the ballpark. If we lose, we'll be playing the loser of Goddard and Bloomfield. If we win, we'll play the winner of Goddard and Bloomfield. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Big cut there by Molina. That sidearm pitch has got to be a little bit disconcerting to the Bulldogs, as something you don't see very often. Just had a fan sit down right in front of me, so I'm hard to see. Having a hard time seeing through him. He's right in my line here. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Duva from the windup with nobody on. He still goes to that submarine-style throw. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him swinging. And that's out number 1 here. Bulldogs down to their final 2 outs. So, second strikeout issued by Duva since he came in. And Josh Madrid will step to the plate, another lefty for the Bulldogs. Josh is 1 for 3 in the ball game. He's got a single and an RBI that happened in the 5th. He flew out his first 2 times up. Yesterday was 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored, also a walk. And one of those RBIs was batting himself in, as he had a line drive shot over the left field fence for the home run. Here's the pitch. Just misses away, ball 1. Again, Madrid ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch from Duva. Ball 2 away. So back-to-back pitches outside to the left-hander. 2-0 the count. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs down by 4. 9-5. A little more pitch here is going to be called. Strike 1, just caught the outside corner from the submarine thrower, Duva. He works a little slower than the first pitcher, does Michelangelo Duva. Here's the 2-1. Just missed away, so 3-1 now the count to Madrid. Estrada on deck and Rodriguez in the hole for the Bulldogs, as they've got to get 4 runs at a minimum here in the 7th, or that'll be the game, as they're down 9-5 with 1 out, and Madrid back ready to go. Here comes Duva with the pitch. Misses away. That's ball 4. So with 1 out, we have a walk, and Madrid standing at first. Estrada come to the plate, 1 for 3 in the ball game. He singled in the 5th, flew out in the 4th, and grounded out to the second baseman and back in the 1st. Yesterday, Nye struck out once, flew out once, and walked 1 time, so he was 0 for 2 yesterday. Steps back in on the right side. Now from the stretch, Michelangelo Duva. Madrid with a big lead goes back as Angelo stepped off, or Duva stepped off. No throw, but he did step off. Coach Lopez over there in first base said back real quick, which Madrid did. Now he steps off again, no throw. I suppose they may think he's running, maybe think they got a sign stolen, maybe, I don't know. Duva again set from that low crouching position. Now to the plate. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit driven up the middle by Estrada. That'll move him over to second base. Nice line drive shot. Center fielder Krebs comes up throwing. So now the Bulldogs have runners at first and second with one out. And to the plate comes Julian Rodriguez. Wears number 1 on his black jersey and playing out in left field today. Julian is 0 for 3 in the ballgame. He grounded out to the third baseman in second. Struck out in the fourth. Flew out in the fifth. Yesterday was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. As he steps in. Long look by Duva before he comes set. Now he's set. The pitch just high, ball 1. He wanted that one. He was just out of the zone. So 1-0 the count. Again, really slowly working here as Duva now comes set. The pitch high and away for ball 2, 2-0. So the Bulldogs have, with Diego at the plate, with Julian at the plate, Diego on deck is the tying run as they got runners at first and second. Diego Samara on deck and Seth Morrison in the hole. Love to see him get 5 here and get this win. Duva comes set down in that crouch position and to the plate. High and tight. Ball 3. 3-0 now to Rodriguez. Julian steps back in on the right side, I'm sure, with the red light right here. As Michelangelo Duva, the submarine pitcher, right-hander, takes a long look back at second before he comes set. Now he's in that crouch position, long look at second. And the pitch. High, ball 4, just missed high. So Diego will go down with the walk. I'm sorry, Julian. I keep doing that. I look down and so we got the bases loaded as Rodriguez gets the walk, and if Coach does come out, which I anticipated if he walked him. So the tying run is now at the plate with 1 out in the form of Diego Zamora. Julian Rodriguez drawing that walk, loads the bases up, and we do have a pitching change as Duva will take a seat. Coming in will be number 19 for the number 19, and which one, let's see here. Oh, that was the DH, Andrew Herod. I was looking on my roster in the subs, and he wasn't there, and I was like, well, wait a minute, but he has been DHing. So Andrew Herod will come in here to try to get this save. Bases loaded, and only 1 out, and the big right-hander is going to be pitching. I say big, he looks tall. I don't know how tall he is, but he's well over 6 foot. All right, so we're going to take a break while he warms up. 9-5 Academy, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs have the tying run at the plate with the bases loaded.
Hey, Artesia. I'm Jen. This is Andy, and we work with kids here at Faith Baptist Church, and we want to tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, on Sunday mornings at 10:30, we have a service for our pre-K kinder, and then also for 1st through 5th grade. And then on Wednesday nights at 6:15, we have our faith groups, which are Bible study groups for 2-year-olds all the way up to 5th grade. We even have something for you, the parents.
Absolutely. And if you cannot come on Wednesday night, but you want your kids to come, you can text the word bus to 68878, and there will be a link that we send you that you can fill out and get your kids signed up for our bus ministry so they can come without you.
Thanks for watching, and go Bulldogs.
If you own your own business or are ready to start one, think about Western Commerce Bank and how we can be your financial assistant. We are interested in the success of your business and would like to discuss how we can help you improve or expand. We have many loan products to assist you that include convenient financing options and terms. Western Commerce Bank has been helping our customers grow their businesses for over 50 years. Come see us. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
With a walk, a single, and a strikeout. He'll be facing Andrew Herod, who has been DHing for the Chargers. Herod inheriting a fully loaded bases here with one out, trying to get the save. The tying run at the plate, the score 9-5, but Bulldogs with Diego Samara at the plate represents the tying run. Everybody gets their leads, and he's going to pitch from the windup is Andrew Herod. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike one call, fastball. On deck is the right fielder, Seth Morris, and in the hole, the pitcher, Cody Watson, who came in relief of Davian Molina from center field. They swapped. So again, Andrew Herod, the new pitcher here, after Michelangelo Duva pitched an inning and a third. Here's the pitch. Misses away with the fastball. 1-1 now the count to Diego. Win or loss, they play at 10 a.m. in the morning, these two teams, and they'll be playing the winners and losers of Goddard and Bloomfield. One of them will be right here on this field, the varsity field. The other will be on the JV field. Here's the wind and the pitch. Inside, fastball, he can whip it. Called ball 2, as it was too far inside. So 2-1 now the count. So Herod, his heater more than what we've seen here by the first two pitchers. Again, he's ready to go, the wind and the pitch. Swing and foul straight back on that high heater for strike two. So 2-2 now the count, as Samora just missed that, fouled it straight back into the net. Get the ball back to him, and Diego steps back in. 2-2 the count. Bases juiced. One out. And Herod ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Curveball. First time we've seen one, and I guess that missed high. Boy, the fans wanted it. The coach in the dugout really gave the umpire earful. Ball 3. So full count. Thinking it missed high. So full count. Herod ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Street down the middle. And that is going to be a fly ball out to center field. Tagging up at third. And coming in is Madrid, but that is out number 2 on the sacrifice fly and RBI. So the Bulldogs down to their final out here. As coming in to score after drawing the walk. And then moving around to third base is Josh Madrid. So the score now is 6-9. And at the plate, Seth Morris. He is 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, a run scored. As he steps in with runners at first and second and 2 out. Now pitching from the stretch, Herod, with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Swung on right back to him, a one-hopper. Herod fields it, fires it over to first. And that'll end the threat, and the Artesia Bulldogs go down here 1-3, the last out of the inning of the ball game. So the Bulldogs get 1 hit and 1 run. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. The final score here from Rio Rancho High School, 9-6 in favor of the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. As they go shake hands, I'm going to get the Guys Chevrolet postgame show going, and when I come back, have some stats for you here. I guess the big one, 9-6 Chargers over Bulldogs, but stay tuned as I'll have some other stats for you.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends April 2nd, 2022. Please pardon our dust as we move into our new facility at Artesia Animal Clinic. We've begun the process of moving into our new facility, which features more exam rooms, expanded surgery and treatment rooms, lab, x-ray, and larger kennels. We're so excited to be moving into our new facility, and we look forward to being better able to help care for your pets. Artesia Animal Clinic, now moving into our new clinic in the same location, 110 West Mahone, just north of Artesia Ford Sales.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location, too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
David writes to us in Psalm 55:2, "Give your burdens to the Lord, and he will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall." How many times do you feel yourself feeling frantic due to your circumstances? We often look to our own strength when life gets tough, and immediately we feel defeated. Look at this verse that David writes to us. God will not permit the godly to slip and fall. So when you're down, when you are down with grief or down with devastation or down with questions, who do you turn to? Who do you help hold you up in life circumstances? See, God wants to be that person. God wants to be the person who holds you up in life. I hope that that is for you, the relationship you have with God. But if it isn't, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart on Bush Street here in Artesia, and let us teach you about God.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here as the Artesia Bulldogs go down in defeat to the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. The final was 9-6, sorry. For the Chargers, the winning pitcher is going to be Caleb Lasher. He went 5 full, and getting the save coming in the 7th inning, Andrew Herod, as Michael Angelo Duva pitched an inning and third between the two, but Caleb Lasher with the win. And Herod with the save. The Albuquerque Academy Chargers ended up getting 9 runs off of 9 hits. There was 1 Bulldog error, and they left 7 stranded on base. They got 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fifth, and 1 in the top of the 7th for their 9 total runs. For the Artesia Bulldogs, Davian Molina went 5 in the third. Cody Watson pitched an inning and 2/3. Davian will take the loss in this ball game. Offensively for the Artesia Bulldogs, Devin Fierro went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Nathan Taylor 2 for 4 also with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. He had a triple and a double and got those three RBIs. Davian Molina went 0 for 4 at the plate. Josh Madrid 1 for 3 with an RBI. He also walked and scored a run. Nia Estrada was 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Julian Rodriguez was 0 for 3 and also had a walk. Diego Samara was 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI on that sac fly. Seth Morris 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And Cody Watson went 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The Bulldogs get their 6 runs off of 10 hits. There was 1 error on the Chargers, and the Bulldogs leave 8 runners on base. They get 2 runs in the first, then didn't get another score till the 5th, where they scored 3, and they get 1 in the bottom of the 7th to end up with 6 runs. So our final score here from Rio Rancho, the Sal Puentes tournament, game 2 for the Bulldogs, is 9-6. The Bulldogs take the defeat, and they'll be playing tomorrow against the loser of the next game, which is the Goddard Rockets and the Bloomfield team. I still can't think of their name, but I'll know it tomorrow if that's who we face. So Bloomfield, Goddard up next here. Bulldogs will play tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., and we will be here. I'll be here, Joby Hodling, on KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7, and we'll be out on our the internet as well, ksvptv.com. We'll be on Facebook, KSVP Radio Facebook page, and our YouTube channel, KSVP Radio. All of the internet will be audio only. So just tune in from wherever you're at. You can listen to the radio there in and around Artesia. You can get online anywhere else in the world and listen to Bulldog Baseball right here, as always, KSVP Radio and internet. Again, this is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in. On behalf of Gene Dow back in Artesia, our GM and the man, the myth, the legend, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great Friday and Friday night.
That concludes this broadcast of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com. Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM and KSVPTV.com is presented by Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Ward & Son Insurance, La Fonda, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia Family Healthcare and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia General Hospital, Roswell Seed, Guy Chevrolet, KFC of Artesia, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pop's Diner, Forest Tire, Western Bank of Artesia, Artesia Credit Union, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University, Catalyst Church, Brandon Williams and Farm Bureau Insurance, Cisco Equipment, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, TMJ Auto, New Hope Baptist Church, H&R Block of Artesia, Castle Rentals, Kane Electric, Frost Mortgage, Incredible Printing, Bobcat Auto, and Tate Branch of Artesia. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of Bulldog Sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Jackets. After an intense race, there's nothing more relaxing than fast fishing or a little.
With SRN News, I'm Jason Walker. President Biden visiting Poland to discuss aid for refugees and meetings with U.S. troops stationed near the border with Ukraine. His first stop Friday, visiting with members of the famed Army's 82nd Airborne Division. The president is offering a major expansion of natural gas shipments to Europe amid the risk from Russia's war. Now, Biden tells the European Commission the core issue is, quote, helping Europe to reduce its dependency on Russian gas as quickly as possible. Vladimir Putin appears to be losing at home greatly. Reports now say some very prominent Russians have quit their jobs, refusing to support the war. And GM is shutting down a truck factory for 2 weeks in Indiana. This is SRN News.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your Pecos Valley weather. Sunny and warm weather coming our way as we're moving on through the rest of today. Highs are up well into the low 80s for Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia. Crystal clear for the overnight hours and our low dipping down to 40. Now abundant sunshine coming our way for Saturday. Highs are ranging from the mid to upper 80s. Dry and even hotter weather for some areas Sunday. I think we're going to see a few more low 90s coming in. Keeping it dry on Monday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
The story is told of a man and a wife riding a tandem bicycle built for two up a steep hill. After much effort, they finally made it to the top of the hill. The front rider said, "That was a tough ride," to which the second rider replied, "It sure was, and if I hadn't kept on the brake, we might have slipped backwards." Isn't that about how it feels like sometimes? Teamwork is all about communication. When we fail to properly communicate, there's a breakdown in the relationship and it becomes harder to get where we desire to be. The Bible says in the book of Colossians 4 and verse number 6, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Hi, this is Pastor Jason Perry from New Hope Baptist Church. You may be having a rough time with your teenager getting up the hill, or maybe even your spouse. It's amazing how smooth the ride is when you have great communication. Whatever the struggle is in your relationship today, talking with each other and with the Heavenly Father can and will make a difference. The hill will still be hard to climb, but it will be much easier with the brakes off. Come find out how God wants to communicate to you in ways to strengthen your family at New Hope Baptist Church at 1711 West Center Avenue in the heart of Artesia, where there is new hope for a new you.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of First and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends April 2nd, 2022.
It's the big savings meat sale at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Choice boneless beef arm roast, family pack, $2.99 a pound. Boneless sirloin cut pork chops, family pack, $1.99 a pound. Choice boneless beef arm steak, family pack, $3.29 a pound. And Owen's breakfast sausage, 2 pounds, regular or hot, $5.99 each at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi 2-liter bottles, select flavors, 4 for $5 at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
Holding them accountable. Sean gets the answers no one else does. America deserves to know the truth about Congress.
All right, 25 to the top of the hour, 800-941-SEAN, our number. You want to be a part of the program. I mean, you watched this press conference yesterday. It only took, 6 questions. There's nothing that's scaring Vladimir Putin that either NATO or Joey is saying. They're not scaring Putin. You know, U.S. and European Union announced joint task force to reduce Europe's dependence on Russian gas. A task force? How many months is your task force going to come to the conclusion, oh, we need to import our energy elsewhere? If you stop the money going into the coffers of Russia and Vladimir Putin, you stop his territorial ambitions. Forget the task force and start acting. It's not complicated. They only need to do 2 things here. Find other sources of gas and oil and find other source and supply Zelensky all the weapons he needs. That's it. No need for a task force for 10 months. Good grief. Biden, by the way, snapped at 2 reporters yesterday. Sanctions were never meant to deter Putin. Now, there's a lot of lies they've told us. Well, we don't need to COVID test people because they're not going to be here very long, illegal immigrants. They told us a ton of lies. They lie all the time, the Biden administration. And so now Joey yesterday says sanctions were never meant to deter Putin. Really? Because I got him and everybody else saying that they were meant to deter Putin. Listen.
The sanctions are designed in the first instance to try to deter Russia from taking further aggression, from engaging in a massive invasion of Ukraine.
Why wait for those sanctions? If that's the kind of result that you could get, why wait?
Well, look, I mean, we want them to have a deterrent effect, clearly, and he hasn't invaded yet. So, look, if you punish somebody for something they haven't done yet, well, then they might as well go ahead and do it. So we've been very clear about what they are, how severe they're going to be, and we'll see what Mr. Putin decides to do.
The purpose of the sanctions has always been and continues to be deterrence.
But if Putin has made up his mind,
Do you feel that this threat that has been looming is really going to deter him?
Absolutely. We have agreed that the deterrence effect of these sanctions is still a meaningful one.
As well as our efforts to both try to deter Russia through sanctions.
The president believes that sanctions are intended to deter. And in order for them to work to deter, they have to be set up in a way where if Putin moves, then the costs are imposed. We believe that that is the right logic.
And as a deterrent, if you pull the trigger on that deterrent, well, then it doesn't exist anymore as a deterrent. He has not conducted another invasion in Ukraine yet, and we still think there's time to prevent that.
Russia understands exactly what the scope and nature of the sanctions they will face are as a deterrent measure.
Sanctions are not an end to themselves. They serve a higher purpose, and that purpose is to deter and prevent. They're meant to prevent and deter a large-scale invasion of Ukraine that could involve the seizure of major cities, including Kyiv. They're meant to prevent large-scale human suffering that could involve tens of thousands of casualties in a conflict.
They're so dumb. Now, I never said that. Yeah, you did. Everyone said it. Now Joey's warning of food shortage. What do you do? What are you going to do? With all the talk, he might use chemical weapons. He might start a cyber war. He might use nukes. That's always been in the. It should always have been in your mind that what he's capable of. He's a hostile enemy of this country. So is President Xi. So are the mullahs of Iran. So is that murdering thug dictator in Venezuela. They're all enemies. ICBM missile fired by little rocket man is back in action because he sees weakness. And all right, fine. They're not going to do anything to stop me. By the way, 60% of Russian missiles, according to one report, are failure rate. They found who they're calling the butcher of Mariupol, the guy that just indiscriminately wrecked and ruined and put into rubble the city. If you look at that and you look at the dead children in the street and you look at the mass graves and you look at the devastation of this country, it's really not about Ukraine to me. You supply the weaponry so they can fight back, A, so you stop Putin there so he doesn't have other territorial ambitions, and B, because we are a moral people. We're a good people. And when innocent people are being slaughtered, are we just supposed to sit back and do nothing? My conscience, my faith, my belief in God forbids that. I just blow them to smithereens. I wish that they could go to the Kremlin and do to the Kremlin what happened in Mariupol. I am just thinking out loud. Because that's what Putin deserves. It is evil in our time, whether you want to admit it or not. And if you can't see it with your own eyes, then you're blind. But I am very firm about zero boots on the ground. The threat of nuclear weapon, threat of chemical weapon, threat of cyber war, that's always existed. What part of mutually assured destruction don't people know? Biden, I'll respond, but it depends, how deep how much of a chemical attack it is. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Biden insists Russian sanctions never meant to deter Putin. You just heard everybody say the opposite. Every single person said it. Now he's warning of food shortages in the country. On top of I go grocery shopping every week. Hannity, you do not. You're lying to. I go grocery shopping every week. Do my own grocery shopping. I like to because I make my own food. I'm on a paleo diet. I make my own food pretty much every day. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I like making my own food. By the way, Harris's new press secretary, deleted 10,000 tweets before taking the job. Wonder why. It's got to be a reason, right? Is this the new world order? The new world order, according to Joe, is kiss the ass of the Iranian mullahs, kiss the ass of OPEC, and kiss the ass of Maduro in Venezuela. That's a hell of a new world order. Meanwhile, Canada's begging to give us more energy and was too stupid to take it. And we should be building that Keystone XL pipeline, get it done with it in less than a year, according to the premier in Alberta. Anyway, the reason that Biden snapped at the reporter for asking if the actions will have impact on Russia changing course and snapped at another reporter that sanctions would never deter. I mean, how many more times do we have to prove that Biden is a liar? But he'll send $1 billion in humanitarian aid. and they're going to set up a task force. This is not fighting a war, setting up a task force, you dumbasses. God, it's so frustrating. I cannot believe the weakness and the utter, complete ignorance and stupidity of people. I have no patience for this anymore. No. And that's why you can't have one American boot on the ground. You know why? Because we have idiots that are running the country, led by this guy that probably doesn't know that today is Friday, and he should be happy. That means he's going to get his ice cream and get to take naps all weekend like usual. Zelensky says over 400,000 Ukrainians have returned to fight the Russians. All right, they're willing to fight. Give them the weaponry to fight. Stop Putin there. Oh, Hannity, it's none of our business. Yeah, okay. Look at the dead children. If that's how you feel, then I'm not going to try and convince you otherwise. I'm just a believer in the Reagan doctrine. That's what Reagan did in Afghanistan. That's what he did in Nicaragua. You know, the Trump doctrine would be to just bomb the living hell out of Russia. Wouldn't be surprised. Didn't happen on Trump's watch, did it? Anyway, so this emergency summit, Zelensky's begging for one thing. Send the weapons. That's what he needs. Humanitarian assistance is very helpful also. So let's see what NATO does. Let's see what Joey does. They've identified this Russian military leader. They call him the Butcher of Mariupol. It's just so sad to see it. Never quite understood that, why would it matter that much to Vladimir Putin? It's unreal. Back here at home, things are not much better. A friend of mine sent this, and I've been warning you about interest rates going up. Where is it? The average rate on our 30-year fixed mortgage shot significantly higher today, rising 24 basis points to 4.95%, according to Mortgage Daily News. A friend just sent me, by the way, this friend just locked in at 3.5%, not that long ago. The quicker than expected rise in rates has weighed on demand for mortgages and refinancing loans. In other words, people are believing Goldman Sachs' prediction that we'll have 11 rate increases in the next 2 years. This, by the way, may end up being a great rate. If you haven't refinanced, you got to do it. And our friends at AmericanFinancing.net, they're great. And with both rates and prices considerably higher, the median mortgage payment is now more than 20% higher than it was a year ago. 20%. I mean, that's unbelievable. Somebody sent me this. In the Bible, Cain said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" after he killed his brother, Cain and Abel. And he's shown as heartless by saying that. You got to care when innocent people die. I'm talking about the people. Really care about these governments. All right, shortages could hit European countries and our country as well. It's going to be real. I go shopping every week, and stuff that I paid $5 for, I'm now paying $8 or $9 for, because I eat a lot of meat. That's what I eat. And meat prices are through the roof. By the way, and you can't blame the farmers for vegetable prices going up either, because fertilizer's 3 times what it used to be. We have an upside down. You know how you have an MSRP on a car? For decades, those transactions, MSRP, suggested retail price, whatever. Two sides sit down, negotiate the price lower until they settle on a level. Now it's different. And just to show how much leverage has shifted from buyers to the car makers and dealers, and that's why used car prices are up. They're up nearly 40% for a used car. That's why people are getting Car Shield, because they're keeping their cars longer and they need to be insured against, be protected against expensive repairs and being stuck on the road somewhere. Anyway, prices only go up from there because the MSRP sets the floor, not the ceiling. So it's ridiculous. We're paying more for everything. 57% of U.S. households, by the way, paid no federal income tax last year. Oh, the rich don't pay their fair share. Biden says that we got to expect this, blaming everything on Ukraine and Russia invading Ukraine. We now are watching rent prices. They're up a whopping 17% year over year. Gas prices, record highs. That impacts heating prices and cooling prices this summer for your home and everything you buy. I mean, these gas prices now, new problems for consumers at the pump. I mean, people can't afford it. And now, if you think prices are high at the grocery store now, they're only going to get higher. But they're talking now, we use the never let a crisis go to waste, as Rahm Deadfish Emmanuel would say. Stimulus checks for inflation. Here are the states planning to send money to residents. Let's see. Georgia, well, Brian Kemp is up for re-election. Why not send $500 checks and oops, just happens to coincide with an election year. Doesn't mean anything. Anyway, these checks represent one-time tax rebates. Then you got gas cards being talked about. Then checks from Gavin Newsom, $400. All of this, Biden plans to gas shipments to Europe. Okay, where are you going to get it from, Joe? We don't have enough here. You're importing again. We're a net importer, not exporter of energy because of your policies. Democrats propose bills to send gas payments to Americans funded by taxing the oil companies. Well, let me tell you what the oil companies are going to do. They're going to raise prices to cover the new tax, you idiots. They're so dumb. Inflation troubles persist. I think Lawrence Summers is right. It's inevitable now. Farmers paying triple epic times for fertilizer. They're saying, we're not the ones raising food costs. By the way, they're right. They're not the ones. You can't blame them. They're doing their job. Interesting, AOC is warning that Biden's support among Democrats is collapsing. And she literally said this is really the collapse of support among young people, among the Democratic base, feeling like they worked overtime to get this president elected, and they're not being seen. It's time for this. The time for this administration, she says, is running out. He's losing the base that elected him. Which Democrats want to have a circular firing squad. That's usually what the Republicans do. It's good to see the shoe on the other foot for once. Congressman McCarthy says the GOP will win control of the House. It's not going to be a 5-seat majority. I don't count the votes until they're counted. We're behind. You got to act like you're behind guy. And you're on your own 20, 2-minute drill, no timeouts. You got to march down 80 yards, cross the plane, kick the extra point. Linda, I know you know what that means now. Manchin has outlined a new Build Back Better deal that's much smaller that will address climate change, prescription drug prices, and deficit reduction. In informal talks, he's outlined a deal that would include $500 billion for climate and $1 trillion in new revenue, meaning taxes. Iowa GOP chair argues if Democrats drop from the top of, in other words, the first caucus in election years, it's a middle finger to rural America. I agree with the Iowa GOP. I like tradition like that. Anyway, 800-941-SEAN if you want to be a part of the program. So much to get to at the top of the hour. Wait till you hear James O'Keefe's story. I want to talk about power and corruption and abuse of power. All right, listen, you know I'm a Pure Talk customer, and if you're still clinging to these big carriers, you're paying way too much, and our friends at Pure Talk, a veteran-owned company, can give you the exact same cell towers, the exact same 5G network. You get the same number of bars on your phone. You keep your phone number. Listen to this 5-star review. Dave from New York. I was hesitant about changing from Verizon to Pure Talk, but I was shocked to learn that the exact same plan I had with Verizon for $170 would only cost $49 with Pure Talk. Now, my next concern was how difficult it would be to make the change, but it was simple. Verizon gave me a code number. They didn't try to talk me out of it. I now enjoy the same exact plan with the same cell towers and 5G network, and I'm saving $120 a month. Okay, join the hundreds of thousands of us and make the switch. This is real money in your pocket every month and every year. Dial pound 250, say the keyword, save now. You'll get an additional 50% off your first month. This is the same exact coverage for half off. Pound 250, keyword save now from our friends at Pure Talk.
Sean Hannity.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
Henry, made in America or not made at all?
Hi, I'm Anthony Imperato, president of Henry Repeating Arms. Patriotic Americans are looking to protect and provide for their families, now more than ever. Henry has over 200 rifles and shotguns to choose from, in a variety of calibers and finishes. Made in America or not made at all, and backed by a lifetime warranty and my personal guarantee for your 100% satisfaction. I invite you to visit henryusa.com and order our free catalog, decals, and a list of Henry dealers in your area. There's a Henry that's right for you. Visit henryusa.com and order our free catalog, decals, and a list of Henry dealers in your area. That's henryusa.com. Thank you, and God bless America.
This just in, breaking news from Richland Motors. Let's go live to the sales manager at Richland Motors, Freddie Sosa, for more information. Freddie?
New inventory has finally arrived. Just off the delivery truck, we have a 2022 gray Chevy Suburban with a 3-liter diesel engine, a 2022 black Chevy 2500 HD, and also a 2022 beautiful blue GMC 2500 Denali. We also have over a dozen more brand new 2500 HDs and Yukons coming in very soon. So if you're looking to purchase a 2022 vehicle, you got to come on down to Richland Motors at 2601 West 2nd Street in Roswell and claim your vehicle while they last. Guys, you won't believe this, but I've got to go. We just got another truckload in.
There you have it. Come see these vehicles and more at Richland Motors, 2nd and Sycamore in Roswell. Or check out the entire new and pre-owned inventory online at rlchevrolet.com. Ride for the brand. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming. They're back. The Yucca Blossom Trade Show is back and even bigger and better for spring. Saturday and Sunday, April 2nd and 3rd. It's the Yucca Blossom Spring Into Action Trade Show at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia. Even bigger than ever with over 100 vendors across 3 buildings at the fairgrounds. And there's lots of activities for the entire family, including the Runyon Ranch Petting Zoo, MJWZ Barrel Cars,